Boom. We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Portal.
Hello, and welcome to Anime Club After Dark, the podcast that delves into all things anime, manga, and otaku culture related. I'm your host, Alex, but you can call me Senpai. And joining me tonight, we have our czar of source material, John, right down here.
Do you think it'd be gross if I just like straight up drank hot sauce?
I don't know. It depends. It depends. Will that hot sauce drinking end in you vomiting?
Probably not.
I mean, both are content, so...
True.
Listen, I'm just saying that people know that I like hot sauce. Like, I eat super spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So for Christmas, I got like a bunch of those, like, oh, here's some hot sauce for Christmas packs. And I'm like, I got to get through them all. So at this point, I'm like, I should just straight up just drink them. Like,
I'm just gonna...
There's just so much.
Am I just gonna mail you the hot ones set of like the hot sauce?
You can. I have all like most of them.
Oh, sweet.
You know, we could just do an Anime Club After Dark Hot Ones episode stream.
I'm down doing hot ones special.
All right.
Who's the
here's
interviewer, though?
Here's the sneak peek into me doing hot ones. Oh man, this is pretty spicy. Mmm.
No, John can handle some spice. I've seen him do it.
Unfazed.
John can handle him some spice. I've seen him do it.
Yes.
We also have
are
our
great.
poser extraordinaire Natai
Hello.
with
hello.
his Dr.
I-
Pepper menacing. Fucking.
I don't even like Dr. Pepper, you know?
I don't
just,
either.
like,
I think it's
Yeah, it's-
disgusting.
Wow.
I think it's overrated.
What?
I think it's overrated.
What?
It's just fine. Like,
All right.
here's
All
the
right. Hold
thing.
on. Do you
Okay.
get the same Dr. Pepper from wherever you are as you do from America? Because I recently just learned that apparently everywhere else gets different flavored sodas compared to like America. Like apparently American Mountain Dew is different to like European Mountain Dew.
Oh, you're
Australia-
correct.
Like so.
You're correct. Like the Coke we have here tastes different from Coke in the States, and I assume the same for Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper isn't this common here in Israel, but I have encountered it like sometimes, and it wasn't. It's fine. It's just
Okay.
fine. Like I don't have any strong opinion on it.
I recently found out from Natai that one of the few American like franchises in Israel that's open on Saturday is Domino's.
Yeah. Fuck Domino's, by the way. Don't get me started. So me and my buddies, we were like Friday night, okay?
Okay.
Friday night, we're like sitting together, like meeting up. It was great. We had a good time. And then at around like midnight, we were like really fucking hungry. And we're like, let's order something. And we're like, let's order Domino's. Why not? So we ordered from Domino's. We call them up. Like we order on the app, and then they call us. And they're like, we don't do deliveries. And it's like, why? We don't have staff. I was like, what the fuck you're talking about? Like, yeah, we don't do deliveries right now. We are understaffed. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So then what happened? So we're like, okay, fuck Domino's. Let's order McDonald's. Okay, we ordered from McDonald's using like it's like Uber Eats. It's like it's not Uber Eats. It's called Wolt here in Israel, but same thing. So we ordered we send the order. Then we get a call. The restaurant is about to get closed. They're like, what? But it says it's open till 2. Now it's like 1 a.m. It's like they're not receiving our order. Okay, weird. Then one of our other friends is like trying from his phone to order the meal, and it works. But then it says arriving in 1 hour and 30 minutes. We're like,
Oh Jesus Christ!
no. And we're like, maybe they're trolling us. And he's texting them. And it's like, no, we'll try and like get it. Like we'll try and get it there like quick. It's not gonna be an hour and 30 minutes. Like okay, fine, sure. At this point, it's almost 2 a.m. and the food got at around 2:30 a.m.
Wow.
And we ate that shit up. But it's like it was.
Well, by that time you were probably really hungry.
Well,
We ordered a lot of food as well.
I don't understand why didn't you just go and pick up the food? Like, if you're gonna wait that freaking long,
I'm sure there's a story as to why there was. I bet there was alcohol involved in this story.
No, there was no alcohol. There were other substances, but I mean,
Okay,
Other adult
right.
substances. I see.
not that it was gonna stop any of us from driving, but like we
Also,
were just, I don't know, we were committed.
also, Dr. Pepper is elixir. No, it's not. It's absolutely disgusting.
Dr. Pepper is piss water.
This Domino's is worse than my local Little Caesars.
Oh, bro. All All right.
What's the problem with
How you
Domino's?
gonna
Domino's
know?
is
How,
fantastic.
no,
It's so
no.
good.
All right, no.
How?
I can't stand this slander.
How are you
okay?
gonna complain against Little Caesars?
No.
It is hot and it is ready.
No. First of all, Little Caesars is the worst American pizza chain I have ever tasted in my life.
Is it that bad?
However, I fucking love their marinara sauce. I don't know what it is about Little Caesars marinara. That shit is just like addicting. Like I love getting fucking crazy bread, right? Their cheesy crazy bread or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like getting.
That
The
shit
rest
is
of their
pretty good.
crap, the rest of Little Caesars, no.
Wait, so is this
Like,
one of the trash food I'm gonna have to eat while I'm in the States, Alex?
Yes.
I would not force you to eat Little Caesars.
I
All
I
I'm
do
saying
know.
is-
I'm
I-
preparing my stomach for shit like this and Taco Bell, the garbage.
well,
like,
I
I'm
could-
not
yeah, there's
gonna
no
compare.
Taco Bells in
Jeez.
Israel.
Yeah, there's no Taco. Oh, Little Caesars. There's no Little Caesars either.
Well,
But
of course,
one,
like Little Caesars is like very. It's the most American like fast
Yeah,
food chain
I
that I
assume
could ever
so.
think of.
I
that's,
would
like,
Domino's
argue
is fantastic. Though.
I would argue there's one that's a little more American, and it's one I want to take him to while he's here. Waffle House.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that's only Waffle House is only East Coast though. Come on,
That's true.
take him
But-
to a fucking Denny's, man. Come on,
Oh,
Take me
Denny's.
to a Denny's, bro.
take him to a fucking Denny's. He's
I don't
gotta
know,
have.
man.
He's no. When you guys are all pissed at 3 a.m., you gotta take him to a Denny's, man.
What's up? What's up, Denny's?
Listen, Waffle
Fucking love
House
that
is
shit,
Waffle House is a location you end up later in life. Like you naturally will gravitate towards Waffle House. But I'm saying for the real American
What do you mean?
experience,
When I'm 40s, I'll be like, I'll end up in a like Waffle House for no reason.
listen,
Yes.
it is not a Waffle House, it is a Waffle Home.
Yes.
All right?
100%. John is 100% right about that.
And it's like it's so weird because it's like this is such an American fucking thing. Like no one knows unless you're American, you really don't know what I mean by that. When it's not a Waffle House, it's a Waffle Home. Like that's not a joke.
No, they make
I
you
really-
feel
I
like
really
your
wish
family
it
in there.
was. Bro.
I do need to like circle back around to Domino's because credit is where it's due. I mean, like fuck Domino's, but their carnivore pizza is fucking delicious. Like I can't get enough of that shit. It's just like
Alright.
so
I
fucking
can't
good.
have people talking shit about my favorite American fast food, like American pizza fast food chain.
Oh, you love Domino's?
I fucking love Domino's.
I love Domino's,
Or-
bro. I'm just they're
Alright.
making it hard for me to
So,
love them. I love their
There's
food
two
so much.
reasons. Two
Okay.
reasons why I fucking love Domino's. The very first reason is super weeby. It's the fact that in Japan, Miku was sponsored by Domino's, and
Of course.
she was doing-
No, really?
Yes, they released
That's amazing.
an app where Miku would take your order, and you could order Domino's, and Miku would be like, "Okarimashita."
Do you remember?
You know,
do
like,
you
oh my
remember-
god, oh Miku on your phone app, dude.
It's like
what?"
Pizza
John.
Hut and Code Geass.
John, do you remember when they tried to launch that in the U.S. and no one understood what the fuck was going on?
I loved it. I don't know, shit, freaking weebs, dude. But
Do you also have the sandwiches in Domino's over there? Because
Yes.
yeah, we do
Oh,
have
they're
some
so
sandwiches.
good,
Oh,
dude.
but the second reason why I freaking love Domino's is that they carry Coke products.
Mm-hmm.
Like every other pizza chain is Pepsi,
Pepsi.
product, and I'm just like, bro, I
Really?
hate Pepsi. I fucking abhor Pepsi. Like I
Pepsi
can't.
is mid.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's mid. It's worse than mid. Mid is like RC Cola, and I'd rather have it. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I'd prefer RC Cola over like.
Those
freaking
are strong
Pepsis.
words.
Isn't RC Cola still made with cane sugar, isn't it?
I have no idea. All I know is I had to drink a bunch of like Shasta products. Like I had to drink a bunch of bargain brand sodas when I was young, so I might be freaking biased
Just
about
a
why I
little.
like bargain
Wait,
brand
most
sodas.
most chains like in the States use Pepsi instead of Coke.
Most pizza places, yeah, like
Yeah,
Papa
most-
John's is all Pepsi.
most
Pizza
pizza
Hut's all
places-
Pepsi.
I think all of them here use Coke.
And
So
then,
Coke.
but it depends. Like if you're talking about like chains, yeah, most of them are Pepsi. But then a lot of the like mom and pop pizza places use Coke.
Yeah,
Coke
because
is
like,
so much better.
well, it's funny because Coke outside of the U.S. is a lot more popular than Pepsi, which I
Mhm.
find fucking crazy. Like in Mexico, for example, Coke is king. Right?
The
Same
Pepsi
here,
is
same here.
Pepsi has never been able to gain a foothold in Mexico ever.
Yeah, and it's just like everywhere else, Coke is king is just basically international, right?
Yeah.
Only in the U.S. do you actually have a Coke competitor. And listen, look how big I am. You know, I love soda. And, you know, like I'm your typical American. I've got diabetes, freaking pump. pump that stuff straight into my veins. Like, I freaking love
right
Coke
in there.
products over Pepsi, and my opinion of that has not changed. The only thing I would say Pepsi does better than Coke does would be one, water. Aquafina is superior to Dasani. Dasani
Yes.
is fucking gross. I don't know what it is about Dasani. For all you people out there who don't know, Dasani is owned by Coke, and Aquafina is
For
owned
real?
by Pepsi.
Mhm.
Yes. So
I don't know any of those brands. Like they don't.
they're
sell
just
them
water
here.
brands like that you would just see around here in
But
America.
Dasani tastes like
everywhere.
ass.
Dasani is like so weirdly bad. I don't understand because Coke uses really highly purified water when they make their sodas, but their actual purified water tastes so
Sucks.
bad. I don't
What
know
what does tap water taste like in the States? Because
It
here
depends.
tap water, like,
Oh,
I
It
drink tap water
changes.
like all the
No,
time.
it changes from city to city.
Yeah, it would
shit,
change.
that,
It
really?
would.
Like that.
Yeah, because
If you're ever in
For
Flint, Michigan, don't drink the water.
so for example, here in Washington State, it would change depending on which apartment complex you live in and when it was built.
Yes.
Because
How much
There may or
asbestos
may-
is in your water?
yeah, there may or may not be a bunch of older apartment complexes that just have lead pipes.
Oh
And-
shit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
Yeah.
50-50. In half of the houses that I've lived in, or half of the apartments I've lived in, the tap water was no good.
Nope.
In my current house, the tap water it's fine. I'll drink it, but I don't know. I'm so used to always drinking purified water at this point that I'm just like, I don't really trust the tap because I'm used to living
Yeah.
in places where it's like you don't drink the fucking tap water, dude.
Domino's and Pizza Hut handshakes in agreement with catering weebs. Yes, they do. Especially in Japan. Pizza
Oh,
Hut
yeah,
bounces
the
a lot of
C2 thing.
anime productions.
I mean, you forget Code
Dude,
Geass.
Code
Pizza
Geass,
Hut came,
Cheese
what,
Kun.
like
I
this?
still remember Cheese Kun. Like
So I'm
Never
pretty
forget.
sure, I've never been able to determine whether this is true or not, but I'm pretty sure Cheese Kun as a character actually predates Code Geass. I think it's
Well, I'm
actually
just
something
saying-
that Pizza Hut had before the anime.
what better way to get like first of all, weebs are your perfect demographic
Mm.
for
Yeah.
selling pizza, man. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Weebs will fucking love eating pizza. In
I
any
think I
country,
watched every
everywhere.
episode of
Fat,
like, Rizzo
can't
Second
cook,
Season of
and or
Pizza.
high. Yes, your perfect demographic.
And also getting your beautiful waifus to endorse said pizza, bro, it's over.
That was
It's
like
over.
the brilliant thing with Code Geass. They literally have just zero. What was the name? Fuck
C2.
Just eat Pizza Hut all the time.
They
It's
did
like-
it. So
Bro,
Pizza
I
Hut,
remember all the scenes. Like,
Yeah.
Cause
I
she was so
remember every
fucking
single one
hot.
of them.
Pizza Hut in Japan
Best
did
girl,
a
just saying.
Pizza Hut in
I
Japan
don't
did
know, Colin's pretty
a
good too, but
It's
did
just
a-
pretty good, yeah.
they did a promotion with the Monogatari series while it was still airing, and if you ordered from them, if you ordered a very specific item from them at the time, it's a special type of pizza. It would come the inside of the box. When you lifted it up, it would have original Vofan art that was never
What?
anywhere
In the
else
pizza?
in the
Yeah.
pizza box on the inside of the pizza box. And
That
it was
feels wrong, dude.
and there was like I think 20 different illustrations that he made for this. and
that,
it was-
like that shit needs to be in the Louvre or whatever, not in a pizza box. That feels so wrong.
All right, should we actually move on and get to the WTF itself now that we
Yeah.
nah, this is the WTF.
This is
man.
the WTF.
Well, I
Couple
do want
of
to
Americans explain to a Jew how to freaking rank pizza. Man. Come on.
I do
Because
want to get
apparently- I mean, you know, Jews do have more experience with things in the oven. I mean, just saying.
Mhm.
It's like,
they do.
Say that. I didn't mean any of that.
Jews do have experience with this, but I do want to get to the Discord questions at least.
Okay.
So, this month's WTF, thank you everyone who did send in some questions on our Discord server. Be sure to join it if you haven't already. Link down below in the description. So,
Totally
the first...
prepared, and I definitely have the document open to read
Yes.
these questions.
obviously, I mean,
Yes.
Totally
course.
not playing
Sean.
Genshin Impact. Oh, jeez.
God damn it, that's still Genshin.
Bro, I only play Apex and Genshin nowadays. I don't know, man.
The Chinese Communist Party keeping a close eye on John.
Listen,
Winnie the
it's
Pooh
fine.
is what keeping an eye.
Winnie the Pooh. All right, so the first question comes from New Vegas Savior. If your favorite anime had a licensed theme song, what would it be? I think JoJo's is the answer to this, and it already has licensed theme songs.
It has like plenty of license, but that's the easy one. That's the easy one.
one.
Let's go. Let's go. Like let me think. For Bacano, shit. What would be a good license? Gangsta's Paradise, maybe? For Bacano?
Maybe.
Eh,
Good luck getting that.
Not really. No. Let me think about it and get back to you on that.
I feel my favorite anime is obviously Spice and Wolf, and I'm thinking like it's got to be something like Celtic or at least vaguely Irish.
See, my problem here is that I don't really want licensed theme songs because I love anime songs, right?
Yeah.
You
But
fucking
yeah,
weeb.
I feel because a lot of anime songs are built for the anime, so it
Mhm.
makes a
Yeah.
lot more sense to listen to anime songs than it is like real songs. JoJo's being the outlier, but I mean, look at all the influences.
I mean,
and
JoJo's
Rocky
is a
Cake.
playlist as a
Pretty
series.
much.
I mean,
Yeah, so
makes
JoJo's
sense.
can get away with using licensed songs because like literally he gets his inspiration from Vogue, so we can let that go. But no, because I mean technically aren't the anime songs licensed
Yeah,
songs?
that's
I don't
okay. But
like,
I think it's a fun like exercise. Like, there we go. New York, New York. That's a good license song for Bacano.
That
Most of
New
the time it takes
York, New
place
York
in
would be
Manhattan.
good.
I can already like imagine the AMV for that. Like,
That
it could be
so
really cool.
Vegas in our chat here says that Enya might be interesting. I'm assuming you mean for Spice and Wolf, and if so, I agree. An Enya song actually might work.
And that's great. Although I remember only 2 songs of her. Yeah.
John, what is your favorite anime? And if you had a licensed theme song, what would it be?
For shits
Well-
and giggles,
well, the problem is my favorite anime is Code Geass, and I love every fucking opening song. The
You
ending
can
song.
replace Jibun, well.
Let's see.
Everybody wants to rule the world. Tears for Fears.
Yes,
na, na.
everybody wants to rule the world. Actually, that would be a good one for Death Note. Actually,
mean, just
that
for
would be a good
For
ending
shits and
theme
giggles,
for Death
I'd just
Note.
like I'd take Boom Boom Satellites' Take On Me ripoff, and I'd literally just put Take On Me. in
Oh, the
his-
one that they did for Key Sniper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That opening, like, I'd literally just change that for Aha's Take On Me, just like.
I wonder
just
if someone did that edit already.
Oh, they
It's
have.
like-
They have.
Oh, I'm gonna need to.
Literally,
Just
like,
like-
30 seconds after it aired, someone was like, "This sounds exactly like Take
This
On
is
Me."
the same.
So
So good though.
there's the first OP the OP for the first season of Yuta Camp is also a ripoff of an old Jackson 5 song, and someone has already
No
made
kidding.
yes, and someone has already made the edit. Like they did almost no editing. They took a vocals only version of I forget which song it is now that I'm trying to think of it, but that Jackson 5 song, and they put it over the music for the Yuta Camp OP without any editing whatsoever. It fits perfectly.
That's so funny.
Uh,
Which was it? Indian of the East that had the Oasis song?
yes.
That's
God,
What was the name of the song? Falling? No.
Falling Down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was actually made for the anime.
Yeah.
so
That was made for the anime.
that was a licensed song that was made for the anime. All right, well, I hope that answers your question. Next question we have is from Classy Ulysses. Do you ever experience anime burnout? I do.
All my entire life right now is anime burnout, man. Like what?
Mr.
I don't know
Source
if it's-
material over here. I'm reading
Yeah,
like
well, there-
18,000 fucking manga.
Listen,
Oh,
this
I read
season.
like two books in one day from start to finish.
See, that's fine. You can read 2 books from start to finish in one day. That's 100% okay.
Mhm.
The problem here that I find is that this season I watched 5 different animes, right?
Congratulations, John. Congratulations.
Like, well,
That's 4 more.
to
than
be
me.
fair, 4 of them I read the source material for, or at least the mangas for, but only one of them did I not read. That I was just like, I just straight up watched the new anime. So there's that. There's a caveat to that, because I normally every season I do watch the things that I read that air. I'll watch those just to see like, is it a good adaptation?
Just so you can say this adaptation sucks.
Yeah, half the time the adaptations, no more than that. 90% of the times the adaptation sucks, and then I drop it. But I actually finished all 5 of the things that I picked up this season, which I was just like, oh wow, it's crazy. To be fair, this season was pretty fucking stacked.
There was
for,
a lot of
like-
Wait
shit.
until fall comes around.
Oh
Bro,
yeah,
fall's gonna
fall's
be
even
massive.
more stacked. But I mean, I think anime burnout is just like, because when you're young, you don't have like really a palette for anime yet, right?
Mhm.
You're just watching whatever you want to watch.
Also,
and
you
you
have
have
a lot
certain-
of time.
Well, you also have a lot of like different phases, right? You have the I'm a little babby and I just got into Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z anime phase. Then you transition to the I'm edgy and cool and I watch Death Note and I watch Attack on Titan and I
Anime
watch
is for real men.
Yes.
like I watch grown-up anime. Anime isn't for just kids. And then after that, you get over yourself and you start watching like I'm not sure if you guys ever had a like a like how would I describe this? A hormonal anime phase where you're a teenager and you just straight up just love watching shows like To Love Ru. Did you guys ever have
That's
that?
like trash.
yes.
Yeah, like just trash harem, like just ecchi
Yeah.
anime. Ecchi, that's what it is. The
Yeah.
tag was ecchi.
I mean, I too have seen High School DxD.
High School DxD, the ending sequence with her do the stripper pole shit, just I still love looking at that ED. And I mean, listening to that ED.
Right. Listening to that ED. Right.
Yeah.
Saved it, dude.
Listening
Saved it.
to it with a box of tissues and lube.
Bro. Fucking them
It's like,
tweaks.
yeah, I admire the animation.
Bro, it's solid, you know? Like,
Yeah,
It's not the only thing that's solid around here.
yeah. But so I can't say that I had a really big ecchi period because I'm not into ecchi very much. Like I'd say I was more into hentai than I was ecchi during my hormonal period, right?
Is it that ecchi but just actual porn?
Yes.
Yeah, I would rather watch actual porn because ecchi is like
I don't watch ecchi. I watch real hentai.
Because it's like it's lewd and it's like almost porn, but I'm like, but there's no porn. Like what?
You promised
and touched her boobs. I'm like, bro, in a hentai you can just fuck her. Like I don't understand.
There's no porn. I specifically requested porn.
Yeah, specifically requested there be porn of this. So, yeah. So after all these phases, you eventually get to a point where you have a palette, right? This all brings back to the main point to answer the question. It all comes back to after you get through all these phases, you finally have a palette of taste where you're like, you know what? I don't think I'll spend the time to watch these trashy animes because in my 2013, like 10 years ago, right? 9-10 years ago, I used to watch almost every single anime that came out. Not because I liked them, just because I could. I was younger. I did have a lot more time compared to I do having time now. Like, I guess I could just I used to sacrifice sleep to watch all these animes, you know, and every day I'd get home and like, all right, what released today? Can I let's watch everything. Nowadays, I'm just like, if I get 5 minutes in an episode and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck, I turn that shit off, dude. Like, I can't even have it running in the background because I don't care. So, I feel like that's a natural progression for everyone to have burnout and then just be like, you know what? Now I just only want to watch shows that I actually do like. Like, I don't have the patience to just watch shows that I don't like anymore.
Yeah.
It's because it's going back to the point of like time. Like I don't know if I have felt burnout, but I know in the past like few months I haven't watched almost any anime at all because I couldn't find the time. Because like doing all sorts of stuff like besides that, like and
being
that
an
sucks.
adult.
I wish. Yeah, I know, right?
Adult,
and that sucks, and I hate that. But then when you get to that point, it also kind of like because that time is so precious, you don't want to waste it on like a bad show like Magical Warfare, John.
I told you it was bad, dude.
Natai, one of your friends has graced us with his presence, but he has no creativity.
Oh, it's that dry river of goat jokes.
But you know, I actually
get new jokes.
I used to be like John too. Like I used to watch. I won't say every single anime that came out every season, but if you were to go to Mal and you looked at like the top 5 or 6 lines of all the columns or whatever that they are rows that they have, I'd probably be watching those every single season. And when we first started the podcast back in like 2015, I felt like, well, since I'm on a podcast where we primarily talk about anime, I should probably keep up with everything that's coming out, or at least as much as I can. But about 3 or 4 years ago, I'm like, why am I doing this to myself?
Why are we here? Just to suffer?
Like, because I started to realize, like, 3/4 of the stuff I was watching, I didn't give a shit about.
Yeah, it's like, it's really hard to get into an anime when you really don't give a shit about it, right? And it's just, it's a waste of time, dude. Like, I don't know how I had that patience before, to be honest. I mean, maybe because back then, I was new to anime. I didn't have too much anime under my belt. Now that I've seen over like 500 freaking shows, I think I have enough of a refined palate to be like, you know what?
But
This
dude,
anime is bad.
but I need to watch every single anime that comes out every 3 months, or
You know
or
what?
I'm not part of the discussion.
If you should not feel FOMO about anime. Like anime
No.
will be there, man.
I never
It'll
got
always be
that.
there.
I don't understand people who have FOMO about anime. It's like just
You-
watch it when you can. It's
Hey.
not a big deal.
Hey, Natai, you know who else doesn't have FOMO about anime? Netflix.
Cool. Okay, hold on. Fuck that one. Fuck that. That's not giving me the option to watch JoJo as it comes out. Pieces of shit.
I saw the opportunity. I had to take it. All right, next question. Comes from New Vegas Savior. What are your favorite creatures or animals in anime?
Chopper
Like,
from
Oh,
Shredder's
here we
is-
go. Here we go. He's got
great.
props.
Pets?
I love
Like,
Chopper.
I mean, I don't know if this counts, but I love Teepee.
I mean,
He's
I would
like
count.
so
creepy.
I would count. I would count.
But it's their
What's-
grandpa, so like,
Wait, what's that from?
is the order a rabbit?
Oh.
Cute girls making coffee and being cute. Like it's straight up just a wholesome, cute time.
Do
Um,
aliens?
Shoutouts to Chomosuke from Konosuba.
Chomosuke, yes.
I love that guy.
But I'd say my
aliens?
favorite pet though would be probably Appo from Space Brothers. I freaking because I'm not sure if anyone else on the podcast knows, but I fucking adore pugs. Like, I don't know
we've
what
heard.
it is.
We've heard.
about-
We've heard
Hold on,
a bit.
hold on.
Your
Can you-
girlfriend also likes to remind us of this.
like, I freaking adore pugs. Okay, here's Pugly. All right,
You know what's my problem with pugs?
Pug Sheen.
Oh,
It always looks like someone pressed their noses a bit too hard.
Oh yeah, dude. No, like
yeah, it's
pugs
called
are
genetics
super-
fucking you over, Natai.
I agree. I hate the fact I like what pugs used to look like in the 1800s when they actually had a snout. Like I like older looking pugs.
Fucking
But
disgusting
something-
little creatures.
It's just I feel so relatable to pugs. You know, I'm just
Press your nose.
yeah.
He
I've got
looks-
a really flat nose. Are you kidding me?
He looks into the mirror. He sees a pug. It's like my brothers.
Well, I mean that's why like my other accounts are like pug in a pink suit, right? Like it's because I just relate to pugs on a deep level where I'm like, I am just hideous. And I
Johnny's
fucking-
a furry, confirmed.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just.
He has a pug suit in the closet.
I'm
do.
not.
Can you see it?
I'm not a
You
furry,
can't
but
see the background, but
You
I
can't-
do have a pug.
For real?
Kigurumi? Yeah. I'm not gonna go grab it because I don't want to hang it back up. But I do have a pug Kigurumi that I just got. So
can we count aliens in this?
Sure.
I mean,
Then-
it would be a creature, yeah.
Yeah, it's a creature.
I'm gonna, as much as people may hate me for it, I'm probably gonna say it's Cube from Madoka
I
Magica.
fucking saw that coming.
Oh,
a
my
mile
favorite,
away.
my favorite fascist in anime.
I love Cube. Cube is so cute.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
the moment
okay.
he starts talking, you're like,
He
There are
just
so many more
you what?
superior animals inside of like, or alien. There's so many superior companion animals in
Literally,
anime.
what was his name from Cardcaptor Sakura? Was it Cerberus? No, what was it?
Bro, that white cat from Sailor Moon. I don't even know the white cats. All the cats in Ghibli films. Like, come on.
Yeah. I will say,
Totoro?
serious
Totoro?
answer is probably Ein from Cowboy Bebop.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Never mind. Forget every answer we said. Ein, definitely.
Ein is good.
Ein's great.
All
I
right,
love corgis.
corgis
Thanks,
are
Ryan.
awesome.
Thanks
right.
to Ein, I love corgis.
Oh, but so we can have little stumped legs be
Yeah.
great genetics on dogs because
They're
like
cute. Pugs are literally disgusting.
Let's
listen,
be perfectly
do you
honest.
know the problems that come with corgis because of how because we breed them to have short stumpy legs, man.
Let's be honest.
I mean,
There's
they're
only
loud
like
as fuck as
5.
well.
There's only like 5 domesticated dog breeds that are like not genetically fucked up in some way.
Also, like corgis
That's
are
true,
loud as
yeah.
fuck. They're just noisy fuckers.
That's true. All right, next question comes from Earl Grey. If you got isekai'd into a new world and were destined to be the OP being that can do everything, but you did have the chance to return to your own world, would you return?
No.
Okay, so this
Yeah,
depends. This depends.
Depends on the world.
So, if I return to our world, do I retain the powers?
I'm gonna say probably not.
And also, can I bring anything from the new isekai world back to my old world?
You want to bring your harem waifus with you?
Because I'm not saying that I would, but I'm just saying that recently I've been into this OPMC comes back from the isekai world, but he brings the demon lord along with him instead of killing them, and they just straight up be fucking all the time. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like I'd be doing that too. I'd get to the end of the world where I'm like facing off with the demon world, and then the demon lord, and it turns out the demon lord's a cute anime waifu, and I'd be like, fuck this. Like, you want to get married? Like, fuck that. Like, fuck the humans. Like, you try to fuck? Like, you try to have some babies? Like, what? Want to come back to my crib?
I gotta be
So-
honest. I don't think I would. I mean, maybe
When
I
you
would.
ask the demon
but
lord if she wants to come back to your crib.
Why not?
Amazing.
I mean,
For
mean, why
me,
not?
for me, my answer would kind of depend on like what kind of world I was in. Like, if it's a shitty world, then yeah, I'd come back.
yeah, like if it was medieval and you had magic and shit, that'd be cool, but I don't have internet. I don't have porn to jack off to. Like, come on, man.
I mean,
Why
you
would I
have,
want to
like-
stay there?
You could have a
but you
harem.
have- But you have
Bro,
isekai
they don't
waifus
have
you can
flushing
check out, too.
toilets. They don't have motherfucking flushing toilets, man.
Or
But you can- it's literally- what are you
antibiotics.
talking about? It's literally like Konosuba. You can like start creating all the technology you have in your own world and start like merchandise out of that. and
Bro,
sell
I'm
that.
not smart enough to know how to fucking tell you how to make a toilet. Like, what do you...
Kazuma got, if Kazuma nailed it, you can do it as well. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Bro, listen.
The problem is
saying-
Cosma hasn't nailed it yet.
He hasn't
No.
nailed anything.
He hasn't nailed anything, but he is making a lot of money from selling shit that from his own world.
But my point is, you don't understand how good we got it over here in our world line where we have, like, I have coffee on demand. I can just make coffee.
There's antibiotics.
If I get a cut, I won't fucking die of
and
sepsis.
in Isekai world,
Like,
you have magic, so that sort of balances itself out, Alex.
I guess, but you know, you can be like wizards. You're gonna magic away your shit, like J.K.
Fuck
Rowling
yeah,
suggests.
fuck yeah. If I have, yeah.
Oh no, they didn't even magic it away, right? They just turn it invisible, and people just step in invisible shit all the time.
Wait,
There you go.
Didn't she say they shit in public or something like that?
They shit in the streets, and they just like invisibility spell it or something.
I mean,
I hate J.K. Rowling
does that
so
does
much.
that also make
Yeah.
the smell invisible?
I don't. J.K. Rowling is
Is unhinged.
bro. She needs to.
She needs to stop ruining things I love.
Listen, I didn't even think Harry Potter was that good. So.
Oh, well, let's
See?
move on
See?
before a
No,
pitchfork.
I like Harry Potter, and I hated that she's the one who wrote it.
Yeah.
Let's move on before we get pitchforks in our fucking faces. But my answer to this would really depend on the world that I was isekai'd into. If it were a shitty world, yeah, I'd probably want to come back. But if it were
Imagine
okay,
if you get isekai to like Blade Runner or something, right? I wouldn't want to fucking live in Blade Runner. I might want to live in Blade Runner actually. Hold on, because then I'd join the terrorist organizations, you know, like. But it's beside the point.
Undermining his own point.
yes. All right.
Well,
So
I'm saying, you know what I mean. You don't want to live in a post-apocalyptic world.
no,
like-
not really.
If I got isekai'd into a Mad Max world, 100%
Nah,
I'd
we're
no, I'm out.
fucked.
No.
Or
No, thank
water
you.
world. All right, so the next question is actually a two-part question, and kind of comes from two people, both New Vegas Savior and Sniddles. I'm just gonna read the whole thing. So if you summoned a demon, what type of demon would you summon, and what would you do with them?
Succubus.
And the second part
My
is
soul.
and the second part is what type of deal would you make to even get them to show up?
She can have my soul and she can fuck me till I'm dead. Succubus. Let's go.
Done. I agree. I
Hey,
completely
come on.
agree.
90% of you are gonna summon succubi just to fuck them. And hopefully they're shapeshifting succubi. But also, what's that girl, the blonde girl that everyone liked from last season, from My Dress
From-
Up
Oh,
Red?
Marine?
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Didn't she dress up like a succubus from an
Yes,
anime or something?
she did.
100% everyone would want a succubus that looks like her.
I just
right?
want a
Like,
fucking
this-
girl like Marine in my life.
What? Underage?
No.
he's not denying.
that
It was a pause.
That
It was a
pause.
pause.
No.
lasted a million years.
For legal reasons, I'm required to say no.
Required.
Required. Reluctantly
I mean,
said no.
No, someone who
Right.
engages in my hobbies.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Sure, bro.
Sure, bro.
People, no,
sure.
no. Listen. I want to point this out. The reason that people gravitated so much to both that show and Spy X Family, I'll give it to you. It's kind of similar with was it My Dress Up Darling? You got to see what like a somewhat healthy friendship that might blossom into a relationship looks like, and with Spy X Family, you actually get to see, while fake, what a healthy family looks like.
I think you're all just blinded by the horny.
Yes, I mean I understand.
I
the
won't
thirst for
lie.
more.
I'm horny for both Marine and Yor.
Yeah, I understand, but
I mean, because Marine
Yes.
reminds me of like, here's your crush from high school, right? You wish he was a weeb, and you wish he would do stuff like this with you. Like, I feel like My Dress Up Darling, Gojo is like Gojo. Makes me think. I saw a meme where it's like, there's a brand of like soap dispenser where it says Gojo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like Marion's like Gojo-san or Gojo whatever, and it's like, oh, it's the fucking hand sanitizer thing or the soap dispenser, and I'm like,
we're back to the Subaru memes of it's just a car.
bro, I laugh at the dumbest fucking memes nowadays, but so I feel like that's the appeal of Marion. I think that's just the appeal of like, I just want a fucking big titty goth GF wife like
Yes.
this.
That can stab
That's
the
why.
fucking shit out of me at any time.
Bro,
I mean,
Yor.
let's be thankful we finally have a best girl who's not underage.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining at all.
Hey,
I fucking love it.
Let's
yeah,
be
Yor's
honest.
great.
Let's
That
be honest.
reminds me,
Spy X,
I have
Spy X Family
seen-
has two best girls in it, and they're two best girls for two very different reasons. One is cute as fuck, and the other one is, oh, kill me, mommy.
Anya is Kill Me Mommy? What's wrong with you?
No.
Yeah, what the hell?
I know,
No.
I know. Yor
No.
is cute as fuck though.
Yeah,
Yor is
but
still cute. Like, I don't know.
realistically, what type of demon I would summon? I'd probably try to summon like something that could give me like something, something like the Witch of the End, which would give me a Gios from Code Geass, right? Like a type of demon that can give me that type of power, I'd sell my soul for. 100%.
I remember watching Code Geass as a teenager and thinking like, if I had the Geass power, what I would have done. It's like, fucking nerd.
Yeah, I know. I like maybe that's why Code Geass is like so highly ranked. It's like my favorite anime of all time.
I mean, it's great. It's like if I had that power, it's like.
Well, because 100%, I resonate so well with Lelouch, where I'm like, if I had that power, I definitely would set myself up as like a sacrificial pawn to like create world peace. Like
There you
I was
go.
just like, oh god, dude, bruh, the ending song too. Oh god,
It's so fucking good. So good.
He's having an existential crisis. Look at him.
oh, I've got like
Man.
an eyelash in my eye.
Oh, I thought you were having like an like I gotta take a minute here. I can't. Ooh.
He's like an emotional over a show.
No,
I watched 10 years ago.
there's like an eyelash in my eye. Don't tell my girlfriend that. She's gonna freak the fuck out.
All right.
She always freaks out about eyelashes near eyes.
Well,
Specifically that.
does she know that's where eyelashes typically hang out?
Yeah, I know.
All right. So the next question comes from Class Ulysses. Will you guys ever talk about manga versus comics for a future episode of the podcast? I'm down.
I
No,
read only
because
one.
if we
Yeah, I don't read comics.
if first of all, I have very surface level knowledge of comics. I read some. I don't know too much about comics. Second of all, if we talk about manga versus comics, we're gonna inevitably have to talk about My Hero Academy, and I fucking hate My Hero Academy. So, like, no, I'm never gonna be
I
trying to
don't
talk
know
about
about that. I like.
You
I
know,
don't-
100%. If you're gonna talk about manga versus comics, people are gonna have to bring up My Hero Academia, right?
He's right.
Sure, but
Like-
you know what's my answer? I'm not gonna do it because I literally I think I read only one comic ever. That's Fables. Aside from that, I've never read any comics. Like
I mean, I feel
never
like
got into him.
when Jason was really big into comics, so I feel like he'd be
Yeah.
a good person to be on the podcast again to like
We
talk
can-
about
we can hit
comics
him up.
versus manga. But other than that, I think only Jason though out of our cast would even know anything about comics.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
to be
it's
I don't
been
feel qualified to talk about comics.
it's been many years since I seriously sat down and read a bunch of comics, so I probably wouldn't have that much to say either. But
I know memes from comics, like
Yeah.
random bullshit go.
yeah, I know that, especially from the older comics. But I mean, in general, like, I guess it is a topic we could do. Whether any of us are qualified to talk about it is another story.
I'll tell you what, if there's like someone in chat who wants to recommend certain like books or whatever series that are done, like I'm down to giving him a shot and talk about it. But like, I literally read only one series of comic books, and that's Fables. Aside from that, I haven't really.
I don't know how to like read comics, like other than going out and like, buying all of it.
But what to read? What do I read?
I don't know. The Amazing Spider-Man.
Which issue number 499? Like which issue?
I know.
Number?
I know. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But I will say this, for anyone out there who does have ideas for things we might want to talk about on the podcast, you know, you can always let us know. I mean, we're always
please. Also, you give us content to create, we give you content. Trade offer.
Yes, trade offer.
Speaking of manga, they just dropped 2 new chapters of Berserk, so
yes,
that's something I need to get caught up on.
We had to sacrifice One Piece to get Hunter x Hunter and Berserk off of hiatus.
Berserk. Holy shit.
We had to sacrifice One Piece, and it was a fair trade in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't mind 1 month of no One Piece for that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But seriously, if anyone out there does have some ideas for topics you want to hear us talk about, you know, hit us up in the Discord server. I think we're down to talk about a lot of stuff, especially revolving around anime.
I mean, we just spent 20 minutes of talking about pizza, so
that's true. Next question comes from New Vegas Savior. Do manga, light novels, etc. have filler parts that aren't necessary in the same way anime do?
Yes.
100%. Like, obviously, because
it's not specifically filler because it's source material, but there are stories out there that have unnecessary parts to them.
Yeah.
So I remember when we got this question, I was like, I answered it almost immediately because I read manga and light novels a lot. So technically, because it's source, it would never be filler, right? Because it's source material. It's something that they could take or leave from an adaptation. They definitely have parts where it's like, this could have been in an email. This meeting could have been in an email vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So I definitely feel like, because if you read ReZero, I feel like a quarter of the novels could have been an email. Like,
yeah.
They didn't need to be there. They don't mean anything. But there's also the fact that exists in this novel as flavor text, like world building flavor text stuff. And like, I love Lord of the Rings, but
goddamn, that beginning is very meandering.
Right here. But like, Lord of the Ring fans just fucking shaking right now.
Their hands are over the keyboard. They're ready to go
right now.
I love the books, but the beginning is very meandering. It's very much like
it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
So there are definitely boring parts where it's like, I don't think we needed to talk about this, but it's fine that it's there. Like, you can just skim past it. So,
but I think even John would admit that there's probably, even in like light novels or manga, there's some story elements that may go on longer than necessary.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, because the creative process, sometimes you fall into a pattern or you fall into a rut. Like, I remember like Bleach, for example. There's a there's a chapter where it's one of the fight arcs, and like there's barely any dialogue, and the fight lasts like 2-3 chapters, and I'm just like, and then the anime, they animated it in like 5 fucking minutes. These 3 chapters. Great. So it's just like, so yeah, these 3 chapters could have just been in an email, and then would like this meeting could have been in an email. It
was a good fight, right?
It wasn't. The anime did not do the fight justice. Because of censorship. Yeah, because of censorship problems. Like, I thought the fight scene was really cool in the manga, but in the anime they definitely censored it because, like,
for those who read or watched Bleach, which fight was that?
This is when he's fighting Ulcoria or whatever. The demon.
That's the big guy with the horns, right?
Yeah, that's that emo looking ass, the Sasuke looking ass dude with the horn.
The Sasuke tryhard.
Yeah, because in the scene, so in the manga, a lot of the panels are just like black because it's like big slashes and stuff, whatnot, and like Ichigo throwing shit at Ulcoria, and one scene he cuts off his fucking hand, and then he throws the hand at Ulcoria to like fake him out, and then he fucking like throws a rock at him, and then Ichigo like appears behind the rock and attacks him. And I'm like, bro, that's so fucking cool. Like, a Rancor. Was it a Rancor? Ichigo, Vizard, whatever the fuck. When he goes half whatever fucking spirit whatever, and he fights Ikoria. I don't remember, dude. It's been so long since I watched Bleach, but it was super cool in the manga. Albeit it lasted like 2 chapters, 3 chapters, 3 chapters, and there was barely any text. And like I feel like, and in the anime, it was animated in like 5 fucking minutes. And I was just like, "Yup." So that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Like these 3 weeks that I waited to read these chapters was done in about 5 minutes in the anime. So they definitely manga, source material definitely has things like that.
Yeah. All right. So the final question we have for this month's WTF comes from Acid Fox 64. This is actually kind of an interesting question. If someone gets reincarnated into a different world with all their previous memories, are they considered the same person or a different person?
Do they have memory? So
they have the memories, but not the same body.
Same
right.
person.
No. What I mean is, so there's a manga light novel called Spirit Chronicles, Spirit whatever, Seiri Gensoki, that I read, where he reincarnates in the new world, but he also has memories from the original body. So he's there's 2 characters here. There's the original character from the different world, and then the memories of the Japanese guy, right? So is it that type of situation where you have memories from both timelines? Where like
I'm thinking, like that. Where it's kind of like what happens in Mushoku Tensei, where he gets reincarnated, but he has memories of his old life.
Well, see, Mushoku Tensei is different.
Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah, Mushoku Tensei would be different though from like Spirit Chronicles, because in Spirit Chronicles, he's like 6 years old by the time he awakens, I guess.
Rudy has to live his entire toddlerhood.
Yeah. So Rudy is 100% just the same person he was in the past life, just in a different body, right?
Yeah. It's the same person.
So he's the same person, but in like Spirit Chronicles, Haruto, that's was his name, Haruto. He has 2 different sets of memories. He has the memories of his past life when he was Haruto in Japan, but he also has the memories of Rio. That's his name, the guy's name in the new world.
Is that like 2 personalities with the same dude?
Well, it's very interesting because Spirit Chronicles does actually get into that, like, who am I, right? It's a self-identity crisis where it's like, I still have, because he still has like goals and stuff, and he still lives for Rio, but he's also Haruto. He's 2 different people, but in one body now.
Sick, though, actually.
Yeah, it's a really interesting thought. Like, it is a really interesting thought. Like, if you suddenly, because there's also other isekai anime where it's like, you live to a certain age and then all of a sudden you had an accident and then now you have memories of your past life, but you still have memories of your current life. So who are you? Are you the person who lives in this world? Or are you that new person? And it's like 2 souls, 1 body, right? Because you could have 2 very different views on life. Like, again, in Spirit Chronicles, where Rio and Haruto, they have different views on like murder, for example. Like Rio really wants to get revenge, and Haruto's from peaceful Japan. He's like, I don't know if I'm cool with murdering people, right? That's something he has to have a discussion with.
It's like that dichotomy between the 2 personalities.
Yeah, so I feel like it's a very good question, because who are you? Are you the memories, right, of the person, or are you the current person? Like, what makes the self? What makes the ego? And in reality, it's like, if you have 2 different sets of memories, you really are 2 different people. So you would be different people, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a question. It's a question in philosophy. Like, there's like this question in computer science. If it ever becomes possible for us to download our memories and then upload them into a new body, a new brain, is that still the same person?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So it's different when it's like you have 1 set of memories and you reincarnate into the new life, and you have a different body, but you're still the same person mentally. That's a different scenario versus what I'm talking about with Spirit Chronicles, because I feel like this question is probably more for like that type of situation where it's like you have 2 different sets of memories, 2 different personality types, because there's a bunch of isekai, reincarnated tensei anime, manga, light novels that do this, right? Where it's like,
you want to just keep going down the list, manhwa, visual novels?
Oh, because I read a lot of these, right? Where it's like, there is a manhwa I'm currently reading called the Lazy Noble something. I don't fucking remember the title, but basically he's a prince or something. He's some noble who like he's basically a NEET, right? His mom died tragically and it scarred him for life, so he stays in the castle all day. But for whatever reason, he gets the memories from like this some dude who like his kingdom was destroyed by demons and he trained for like 100 years to master the sword, right? And it's like, well, is Iron, his name is Iron, by the way, is he the prince or is he the new memories? And he goes on a journey to like figure out who he is, right? Because obviously he is in the current time he is the lazy noble, right? But he has the memories of this dude who trained for 100 years and he has a fierce hate of demons, right? And sometimes that urges take over and he becomes that old man again who trained for 100 years to destroy demons. And it's like, are you him or are you Iron? Who are you? And it's a very good question to look into.
Here's my question though. Like, okay, so like this manga and also the light novel you mentioned, so they raise all these interesting questions. But do most of them end up like actually confronting these questions with like interesting answers, or is it kind of like, here's the question, not really gonna develop it?
So a lot of isekai and tensei anime stuff, a lot of them don't answer the question. A lot of them just kind of go, "Oh yeah, I'm like." So World Pharmacy, for example, or Parallel World Pharmacy, the anime that I talked about in our
preview that's coming out this season,
that's coming out the summer season. That's an example of like he has previous memories because I think he's like 6 years old or something when he gets a tragic thing happens to him, and then it joggles the memories into him where he realizes, oh, I'm actually someone else. So they in shows like that, they don't really answer the question. They kind of just be like, oh, now I have memories of my previous life, and then like that personality just kind of takes over. A lot of it just kind of yada yadas it away. But
shame.
there are a handful of source material that do kind of like, again, Spirit Chronicles, the Reformation of a Lazy Noble. That was the title of the manhwa that I'm reading right now. That they do try to answer like the entire premise of the show, or there's arcs dedicated to answering this question: who am I? Am I my memories, or am I my own person?
I think that's actually an interesting concept to base a story around.
Yeah. Because it's a shame, like, if you're gonna pose like this interesting question for like as a premise and not really do anything with it, it's kind of like,
because a lot of writers just use it as like a MacGuffin, right? It's just it's a writing device to make it so like, you know what, I can just yada yada my way into like, this is why he became successful. Because thanks to his parallel world memories, he was able to invent mayonnaise and he became rich. So now we don't have to worry about money. That's why he can go and do this stupid shit and go fight this war and whatnot, you know? It's always just a vehicle, a writing vehicle for writers to just yada yada shit. That's usually why it's in anything, like, generally.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm with Natai. I wish that more. I feel like a lot of isekai that kind of get into this concept, if they actually explored it thoroughly, would be really good story arcs. But I think of it to a point because eventually, if you're talking, if you're talking about the idea of uploading your memories, I think eventually, yes, that data will degrade, especially if you keep doing it over and over again. I think memories.
I'm sorry, all I can think about when I hear like uploading my memories is
Assassin's Creed.
No, first of all, it's the Fall Out Boy song, Thanks for the Memories.
Oh.
It's just like, thanks for the memories, thanks for the memories. Second of all, I hear upload into the database. What happened? Because I listened to the full song, so it's like, the data's all gone. Oh, jeez.
Dude, the full song is fucking great. I love it.
Oh, no, I love the actual
Men with
song.
a Mission are incredible.
I do agree with you, kind of. I do think that memories are more integral to what make you the person that you are, more so than the physical body that you inhabit.
Yeah, but I mean, because right, we're talking about the id, the ego, and the superego, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's right.
The 3 states of mind, and like it's a very philosophical question that you can't really answer. Like we all have acceptances of like what makes me me. Is it my experiences or is it my memories, right?
Yeah.
or is it a
Aren't
combination of
your
both?
aren't your memories like experiences like intertwined with each other though?
Well, no, because memories could be just records of recollections or records of things.
But your
just
memories
because
as you are your past experiences.
yeah, as I am. So what if you don't experience it in your body, but you just get the memories? You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
where it goes into like, here's the id, the ego, and the super ego, right?
Yeah.
So that's why. Why?
And if you're uploading memories, like at that point, like you may have the memory of having this experience, but you, the physical body, did not have that experience.
But what if it's literally like an Assassin's Creed where you go into like an animus and you relive memories? That's how you experience, like that's how you receive these memories, as you relive them and re-experience them. Then
Yeah,
at that point you
and-
experience them just like artificially, sort of.
Well, there's also like this, because there's other forms of media that go into this concept of like, you download copies of these memories, but then they turn out to be vastly different, right? Like, for example, Rex from Clone Wars, right? Star Wars Clone Wars. I fucking love Clone Wars, right? They're all cloned from the same body. They have all the same experiences, but they become so unique.
Yeah, like they have that.
So it's
they
like-
all have the same starting point, but they have unique experience past that.
Well, even when they have the same starting point, they all realize that they all have the same starting point and same training memories and stuff, but they become so unique on their own.
But that's because that doesn't conflict with what you're saying. So you experience the memories, that's fine and all, and you are the same person up to that point. But from now on, whatever you do could be like individual, like
which would go back to the whole, once you obtain these memories, right? Are you the same person as you were before? And it's like, you could be. If you follow the same path, you definitely could just become the same person you were, so you wouldn't be a different person.
But it could take a different route. And
But it could take a different route.
Yeah.
Like 100%. And from Mushoku Tensei, like I don't think Rudy is the same person he was prior to the beginning. Like when he was a kid, 100% he was. But the thing is, like Mushoku Tensei, Mushoku Tensei is a lot about like improving yourself and wanting to be a better version of yourself that you couldn't be in the past life, right?
That's what's
It's
fun
about
about
getting over
Mushoku
trauma.
Tensei, because you're actually watching him slowly become a better person.
Yes.
Mushoku Tensei is fucking good, man.
That doesn't mean your body and instincts are inconsequential. It means that who you are is predominantly shaped by your experiences. I agree. If you eat an apple as a child and there is a worm in it, you may become averse to it in the future. But if you lost your memories and eat an apple without a worm in it, you won't become averse to eating apples in the new life. That's kind of experiences versus like biology. So yeah. Anyway,
damn.
Yeah, I know we got super philosophical. Let's holy shit.
Yeah, I know. Like
this is that's why this is a good question. Acid Fox, thank you for asking this question. It's fun to talk about.
Oh yeah, because I love waxing philosophy, you know.
Man, I should have grabbed a drink or something.
I know, you should have grabbed like a really heavy drink. Just down the whole bottle of whiskey right now. It's like, all right, I got shit to talk about.
Nah, those I save only for Snafu spoiler casts.
No, you saved that for after the Snafu spoiler cast.
Bro, I was drinking while we were recording that episode. You know that.
We know.
All right.
Yeah, let's actually get into some stuff that's been going on with us. So I was going to do the simp report, but I haven't really been simping that much for VTubers lately because I've been saving money.
I was about to say, it's been a long time since the simp report.
I have been saving money for Otakon, so I haven't been really simping that much. The only person I've really donated to in the last like month and a half is Crony because I'm a fucking weak man.
Alex would literally pay as much money as it would take for Crony to wake him up every morning, personally call him and wake him up.
Yes.
The disgusting
Yes.
look on her face too.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you for stopping by, kinda. Have a good stream. But yeah, so one thing I did want to talk about is a couple of weeks ago I was just kind of going through the YouTube algorithm was doing its magic, and I was going through some recommended videos. And one of the videos I was recommended was an older video from Jacksepticeye, who is one of my absolute favorite people out there.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you, ladies!
I fucking love Jackson.
Also,
Sean is like so.
The coffee is good, by the way. I just want to say.
I haven't had any of his coffee.
Oh, it's
I
so
mean,
good. It's
He
actually
has
really
coffee?
good. Yes.
I've recently been getting into coffee. Like I stopped. I don't know if it's because of old age or whatever, but I've recently stopped drinking energy drinks and started drinking coffee more. Because I'm just like, you
Good
know
on ya.
what? I like energy drinks. I've always loved energy drinks since I was a kid. But recently, I'm just like, you know what I could go for? Fucking coffee, man. Like
Coffee's
a good
great.
fucking espresso, a good cold
Yes.
brew.
Yes.
Like, and let me, all right, and sidebar, Japan fucking does not know how to make coffee. Holy shit.
That's what I hear.
I didn't realize how bad it was until like this weekend when I was like, oh man, I really want it because I'm into coffee now. So I was like, I really want some like cold black coffee. And I was like, oh, I'm at a Japanese grocery store, and I'm like, I'll try some of these canned coffees that they have, and man, were they fucking trash. And I'm just like, Jesus, do you not know how to make coffee? Do you not know what makes coffee good? Like what the fuck, Japan? Like I had UCC black coffee, and then I had this one that was like premium, and it cost like $3.
Isn't the UCC what was in Snafu?
UCC is a big drink brand in Japan. Like you see it all like just like oh my god, what's the other brand? Chico, whatever.
Well, there's also
a bunch of like
if you're talking
big
about
brands
canned,
of,
if
like,
you're talking about canned coffee, there's also Boss.
yeah. So, and Boss is gross too, by the way.
It is. That's the one Japanese canned coffee brand I have tried before. It's pretty disgusting.
Listen, all Japanese canned coffee, in my opinion, is the worst. Like it's not even mid; it's just bad. Like I don't understand how you can make something taste so fucking watered down, yet also so overly roasted. I don't. How did you do this? Did you like roast the beans super long and then added like 3 times as much fucking water as intended to brew it? I don't understand how you did this. So that was just a sidebar for my coffee experience. Like,
Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So the YouTube algorithm was doing its magic, and I was recommended this older video from Jacksepticeye, and the video was him. I don't know if it was a stream or just a recording that he did, but it was a video of him going to what he termed smaller streamers and donating to them. And I thought, okay, cool, I'll watch this because it's one I hadn't seen before. I love Jack's. I love Shun's content. I love watching it, but it's one I hadn't seen before. It's like, all right, cool, let's see, because I'm probably sure that, you know, if he goes around and donates to these smaller streamers, he's probably going to make their day. And so I watched it, and then like the first couple that he donated to were like people that had like 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 followers and like a couple of hundred subs, and I'm thinking, I don't think that's really a small content creator, but okay.
No, all right. So here's the thing: when you're a content creator in a circle, any circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are certain leagues to it.
I know, and that's the point I was getting at. Yeah.
So, because, for example, for AniTubers and stuff, a small content creator in an AniTube circle would probably be like someone who has, I'd say, about 5,000 subs on YouTube or something, or 10,000 subs. Like,
yeah, I'd say between 5 and
15,000. Because it's small, right?
I think
It's a small community. Versus like if you do other type of content, so it's definitely skewed. I would definitely agree with that. Because it's.
I don't know.
That leads me to say like, well, is someone who has less than 1,000 subs, are they a small content creator or are they just starting out? Like, what constitutes small?
I mean,
like,
I think it's all relative. Like, it reminded me of like I think Charlie also did this video where he went around and like donated like subs for some of those streams, and he actually went for like streams with like 10 viewers. Or
yeah,
like
that's
I was gonna
bring that up.
No. So here's the problem: people on Twitch who have at least 10 viewers, they're in like the top fucking 30% of streamers on Twitch because of this, right? Yeah. Like I remember reading that report that came out from I think it was Twitch that did the report, but like the metrics, right? Basically on Twitch, 50% of the streamers on Twitch do not have more than 5 concurrent viewers, like 5 unique viewers, because there's so much people to wade through. And it's kind of the same thing for YouTube channels. Like there's a bunch of YouTube channels that make a shit ton of content, but they don't have very many subs because it's just there's so many people out there creating content, and it's hard to like be, and even the whole like, oh, he only has 10 viewers, it's a small streamer. It's like, no, dude, he's in the top 30%. Like, that's not a small streamer according to Twitch.
Well, I think that Twitch has kind of got a lot of people skewed as like 10 people is not a lot, which granted, if you're someone like, I don't know, Amaranth or Charlie or whatever, and you got 10,000 plus people showing up to almost every single stream you do, yeah, that's going to be a small amount. But think about it. Think about this. Like, if you were a person, because like Twitch is mainly for playing video games. That's how it started.
No, it's not.
Well, okay, Justin TV is how it started, and it was basically for broadcasting your life day to day. But gaming is how Twitch got big.
It was saved by speedruns. I've seen this video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is think about it in a IRL sense. If you had 10 to 12 people show up to your house just to watch you play video games and talk to you, I don't think there's anyone out there that would think that's not pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. But I don't think
I mean, that you're right.
That's
You
under
put it in
discussion,
that
though,
perspective. However, I'm thinking about the scale, right? Because of like how many millions of viewers are out there just dying for content. You know, dying for something to watch, dying for something to listen to, dying for something to interact with, right? Out of this whole sea. And it's like it's kind of like this I knew this guy that was just like, I'm going to go into the energy drink business. And I'm like, the energy drink business, like, it's super saturated. There's so many people out there making like energy drinks. Like, why do you want to do that? And he's like, because you think about the scale of the market. If I even get 1% of this market share,
it's
I'd
still
be
big.
It's a lot of money.
Because, well, it's like a fucking, I think at the time it was like a $7 billion industry. And he was like, if I even get 1% of the market, I'd have like $7 million or something, or $70 million. And I was just like,
Yeah.
He's right. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Even if you had 1% of the market of this thing, you got to look at the scale.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. I feel the same way for like viewers and stuff like that. But in the end, like, I don't care, because I don't know. Big number of subscriber count doesn't equate to good quality content. In my
That's
opinion.
true.
Like, there is plenty of small content creators that I like, people that I've watched that have less than, I'd say, 50,000 subs, for example. They have amazing content, but they just don't upload enough. They don't have a good schedule,
Or it's just not algorithm friendly.
or it's not
So it
algorithm
doesn't
friendly.
get,
Like, there's
it's
plenty
just
of that,
recommended.
you know. And it's really thanks to like bigger streamers shining light on that. Like, when Charlie does like go look through YouTube channels and stuff, he really does help people out when you just expose people, when you just like show them like, hey, here's a really cool YouTube channel, you guys should check it out.
And you don't even have to
Like-
donate like Jacksepticeye or Charlie were doing. Just shouting them out usually gives them a huge bump in notoriety.
Because like there's oh god, dude, there's so much that goes into like content creation that's not just content, right? Not only
John,
do you have to
John,
have good
tell us about
content,
audio editing.
there's also a whole aspect of like marketing yourself. You got to be really good at marketing yourself. You've got to know like what are the tools that everyone's using. Like right now, everyone uses Twitter. I hate Twitter. I can't stand being on Twitter.
Fucking sucks. But
Twitter is the only way to interact with like bigger content creators in the circle, especially when you're a smaller content creator like we are.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to play the game, which
and especially if you're looking to connect with people to do collaborative content.
Yeah,
Isn't
and
it
you know,
crazy? Like,
for
that
a
you
lot
need,
of
like-
content creation, a lot of it is really just reaching out to people and just having that, like, because you would think that, oh man, you know, Sea Dog VA is really big right now. Trash Station Boys, they're all really big. They'd never talk to us, right? You don't fucking know that. Like, they're pretty chill guys. Like, if we reached out to them, I'm sure we could get a response. You know, like
The response might be no, but we'd probably get a response.
yeah, like, and because it's not. Because content creation, it's not like they're Hollywood people who have like agents and stuff, and they have interns denying your fucking fan emails and stuff like that. Content creators, they're really just people. Like
I will say
like-
some of the bigger ones do have people that help them out with social media, though.
oh yeah, 100%. Because you know there's social
Yeah.
media managers that really help, and that's kind of like the next step that we should probably consider. But my point is like people like content creators are always willing to collab, because they just want to make content, and it's just like, you know what, you've brought me this really great premise for a content collab, let's do it, you know?
Especially if you as the person reaching out are going to be doing most of the heavy lifting and all they really have to do is show up. That's a great
Especially.
incentive.
Yeah, because again, it's just content. They're just helping make content, and a lot of content creators like collabing because we just like collabing. Like we're all making content. We're all just trying to have a good time and make content, you know. And the more content we make, the more likely we'll blow up and become the next Ludwig or something.
I know exactly how we will make Natai's entire life. If by some miracle one day we can get a collab with Ayun Dorisu, he can die a happy man.
I'm just saying. Why not?
I want so bad to collab with her one day myself, but Natai really wants it.
I don't think that's going to be possible because HoloLive is a very specific idol industry.
Oh, I know.
That doesn't promote cross I guess they did like
Cali showed up on Trash Taste.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they're big though. So
and Ollie does a ton of podcasts.
So I was gonna say the HoloLive English people are different from the HoloLive Japanese people. So at least for the HoloLive Japanese people, like good fucking luck collabing with them. If you're not an official like VTuber company, good fucking luck.
Or some high up like already established entity.
Yeah, but with the English-speaking cast and like basically anyone outside of HoloLive Japan, they have a little bit of more autonomy to do whatever they want. Because you know they have managers and stuff, and they just go to their managers and be like, "Hey, I want to create this type of content." And the managers are different because it's like, well, the American audience likes a lot of collabs. We love seeing collabs between big channels, just in general, right? And that's really what helps. Like that's why Mori Callie was able to go on Trash Taste twice, by the way. She was on there twice. And not only because she was also friends with them too, so there's also that to like factor in, like just real life friends.
I'm still waiting for the collab with her and Charlie because that would be awesome.
No shot. No,
she has stated many times how much she loves Charlie's content, so I think it'll happen one day.
No shot. Unless she moves from Japan and goes back to the States, which I know she does want to do because of all the taxes and stuff like that. So
also,
unless she comes to the
States lately.
Unless she comes to live in Florida or somewhere, at least visit Florida, I don't think she would ever be able to collab with Charlie because I'm pretty sure Charlie never fucking leaves Florida.
Oh, he does. He was in Texas a couple months ago.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't follow Charlie's day-to-day content, dude.
It's become like a beacon of my life. Like, did Charlie upload a new video? Let's go look.
Well,
what is he shitting on today?
Oh, look, it's another race of dildos.
It's another dildo joust. Let's go.
I just love whenever he talks about Twitter and the Council of Cock.
The Council of Cock is going to make an appearance. I mean, to be fair, Twitter may be a wasteland. You're absolutely right in the chat, but it does have the Council of Cock. So is it that bad?
Dude, Twitter is just for porn nowadays. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, how much porn I find on Twitter?
I don't remember. I think it was Charlie who like talked about this. Like, isn't it crazy? Like, whenever like there's a YouTube drama or something like that, and you need the attention of YouTube, you can't reach them through any means aside from Twitter.
That is a great segue into something else I wanted to talk about, Natai.
I saw what you wanted to talk about. So I thought, maybe.
My goodness, the U.S. is so bad. I've thought about moving to Israel for more women's rights. Ooh,
yikes!
Yikes! Big yikes! No,
I mean,
so
100% agree, but also. Like,
yikes.
We're just gonna ignore the whole Palestinian-Israel conflict stuff. Like, okay, like that doesn't exist.
and the fact that you might be surrounded by some countries where women's rights aren't exactly the top priority.
Yeah, like I don't know.
We do.
There's a lot of different places I would rather live than the U.S. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just like recently the U.S. has just been like a dumpster fire.
We're all going to Iceland, guys. Let's go.
No, you don't want to live in Iceland, dude. All of us want to live in like Norway or something.
Actually,
is it Norway? I don't think it's Norway. It's
Sweden
one of those.
Might not be so bad.
I think Sweden's pretty bad in my opinion. I'd rather live in the Netherlands than Sweden.
Ooh, the Netherlands. Yes, it's the weed.
Well,
I mean,
so honest, what I know
Zealand,
about like the Swedes and stuff like that, they're not very friendly people. So if you move
Natai,
there, it's gonna be really hard making friends.
why would you want us to move to a fictional place like New Zealand?
Exactly, because it's a fictional place.
All I can think about
It's gonna be an isekai.
whenever I think about New Zealand, all I think about is the Shire and like doing the Lord of the Rings walk and stuff like that. So,
But anyway, the other thing I really wanted to talk about, I don't even eventually this is going to go on YouTube. I don't know if I can say it without us getting fucking our channel
yeah, I
deleted.
know.
I'm gonna word this very, very carefully. It's the only time I'm gonna say these two people's names. There's a situation going on with the channel.
Name one of them, and we should be good.
I think that there's a channel going on, there's a drama that's been going on over the last month or so, with a channel done by a man who acts, and another person who reviews TVs on a quantum level.
On a molecular quantum level. Good fucking way,
Good.
dude.
Good.
I tried.
Susan, if you get this, when you see this video, please do not destroy us like you did to Kelly's channel, please.
This situation. By the way, I didn't know this, Sean.
Wait, what do you mean? They actually nuke someone's channel?
Not yet. I mean, it's not completely gone, but it is demonetized.
I know Actman's channel is demonetized.
Oh, he said it. We're fucked now.
No, you can't. You said the words, dude.
I'll have to go in and censor it later.
Excuse me. I know the action person.
The action human being who happens to be male.
This is like a JoJo translation, dude.
It is. It is. No, it's so wild. So, like a TLDR for those who might not know, there was this YouTube creator called QTV, we'll say. He did a video about Elden Ring when it first came out, and like this is how long ago this kind of got kicked off. And another YouTube creator called let's say the man who acts did a video where he collected a bunch of really bad Elden Ring takes. Now, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't think that Elden Ring is a game for me. I know a lot of people out there like it, but I'll never play it on stream, no matter how much everyone on our Discord server tells me to.
Bro, and people wouldn't want to watch me play Elden Ring because I'm an Elden Ring god. So, I literally played as a level 1 wretch and beat the fucking first, like, I beat Godric as a level 1 wretch. Took me like 8 hours or whatever, but I still did it.
Try hard.
Just because I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be, because I play a lot of Souls games. I love the Souls series. I like FromSoft games. So obviously I was like, you know what? I can't play a real class. I have to fucking just torture myself. And I did torture myself. And it was super fun. And I fucking love Elden Ring. And all the hot takes about Elden Ring are... it's because it's drama, right? It's juicy and stuff like that. That's why people do the drama stuff. And it's like, all these hot takes about Elden Ring, because people are upset. Like, the game developers who are like, Elden Ring's pretty bad. I don't know. You know, it's a 21st century game, guys, 2022 game, and it doesn't have this or that. And I'm just like, bro, this is like, it's fine to not like
play the game. Or don't play it.
It's fine to not like a genre of games, okay? But keep your shitty takes to yourself, man. Like, let people enjoy it. Like, I don't understand. Oh, people who enjoy Elden Ring are sadomasochists because, like, I can't believe that. Oh my god, I saw the QTV's review, all right, because Asmongold covered it too, I believe.
Yeah, a bunch of creators have covered it, but like, let me finish my TLDR real quick. So, the man who acts did a compilation where he brought together a bunch of really shitty Elden Ring takes and kind of put it out there to make fun of these people, and it was all done in good-natured fun. In fact, I think a couple people actually reached out to him and thought it was really funny the way he took down their takes. But one person,
it's like, you know, more views for the creators. So
yeah, but one person, a QTV, shall we say, took great umbrage with the way he made fun of his take, to the point where he did a bunch of false, like, copyright strikes and stuff on his content, and it set off this whole chain of events where it's a kind of a back and forth thing about how, can I just use his real name? Will that get us demonetized?
I don't know. You know what? I'll email Susan right after this episode airs. It'll be fine, dude. Don't worry about it.
No. Add her on Twitter. That will be more efficient.
Yeah, that'll be more efficient. But anyway, it went back and forth and back and
Bro,
forth.
imagine not having Susan's personal email. Like,
I know, right?
Jeez, what kind of content creator are you? Like,
it went back
Right
and
around
forth
speed
between
dial,
these.
dude.
It went back and forth between these two people to the point where there was like doxing involved, and QTV
Didn't he call
called.
his mom?
Yes, he did.
Kelly's
QTV
mom?
called his
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah, that,
It's like, hey, can you control your son?
What the
bruh. Yeah, because a lot of
Bruh.
his a lot of QTV stands were just like, just fucking internet troll stuff, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Yeah,
you 13? You know what? I'm pretty sure his fan base is 13, so
probably.
never mind.
But when the man who acts did some digging, found out that this person has a history of like false copyright claiming, has a history of saying some
That video
pretty.
is thorough. That
It's
video
very
is
thorough.
very
Has a history of saying some very spicy things. Some of them are very blatantly against YouTube's terms of service. And like compiled all of the stuff into a video sort of as proof to YouTube. Is like, hey, this guy has not done some great things. He's done some doxing. He's done some false copyright strikes.
He's been going against your terms of service.
He's been going against your stated terms of service. You guys should do something about him. And then YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, reviewed this video full of proof and said, you know what? We think that you just don't need to be monetized anymore. And not the person who did all this bad stuff, the person who exposed all the good stuff, all the bad stuff.
That's so fucked. I was
Which brings
shocked
me
when that
to
happened.
like my next point of like, this is why YouTube as a platform has been failing its content creators for a while now.
For
Like
years now.
at Adpocalypse 2.0,
Hmm.
like we would literally get demonetized for saying the word for pew pew on our channel, like the craziest
Yeah.
thing, right? Because it's highly politicized and stuff like that, so we can't
You would
even
get
say
demonetized for showing it as well.
yeah. And it's like it's thanks to sponsors like today's sponsors.
Rain
It's
Shadow.
it's thanks to sponsors and to like websites like Patreon and stuff, or Ko-fi or whatever, whatever tipping website you choose to use. It's thanks to these services that exist that people can get fucking paid for making content nowadays, which kind of sucks because it's like, I remember there was a time in my lifetime when you could be a YouTuber and you could be getting
earn
paid money,
Yeah.
not like not having to merchandise and having to ask for money through a Patreon or something. Speaking of which, if you guys would like to donate, help us keep the podcast going, we love all of your support.
We don't have a Patreon yet, but we do have a PayPal tip jar if you are so inclined. You can also
See,
donate to us on Twitch.
I think we should just bite the bullet and just do Patreon just because it seems more professional, but that's just me.
I've thought about it. I just don't know what we would offer at different tiers.
Yeah, I know. We keep
Alex
trying to
will
come
do
up with
ASMR.
yeah.
I
No.
mean, if our followers have ideas for things they would like for us to offer at different tiers of support, I'm all ears. But no,
That's
this whole
weird. How could you be all ears?
This whole situation is so fucked up. It's like
I have two of them
I'm-
right here.
Like something really stupid is happening at YouTube that led to this. And like,
I have a couple of theories. One is that I don't know if one or all of these might be true. One, QTV knows someone at I won't say high up, but relatively high up at YouTube and can make all this stuff happen, but I highly doubt that. And then there's also a part of me, it's like YouTube has been called out for I do hate everything, you're right. Has been called out for basically violating their own terms of service, and instead of actually addressing it and trying to make it right and make it so that they are following their own guidelines that they've set out, not only for themselves but for other people, they're like, no, let's make the problem that exposed us go away.
yeah, it's really shady. It doesn't look good on YouTube's part.
It doesn't look good
I
at all.
haven't followed up on the story ever since. Like, I know he's been more active on Twitch than YouTube, but I don't know if he's like what's going on with this like whole story so far, because it's been like a month or so.
It's still kind of an evolving story because I feel like it's not over. The crazy thing about all this is a lot of the stuff, I won't say a lot, a significant portion of the shall we say vile things that QTV has said on multiple different like social media platforms has been very anti-LGBT, and a lot of this kicked off during Pride Month. And YouTube, like,
Coincidence?
prides itself, pardon the pun, on being a very LGBT-friendly place. Well, I guess not. If you're going to allow this person on to say all of these things and, like, Yo.
Bro, hot take incoming.
Oh, here
Hot
we
take
go.
incoming.
Here we
It's
go.
not
Go
really a
ahead.
hot take. Listen, freedom of speech, the literally the very first amendment
Yes, it is the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
to the US Constitution, because YouTube's a US company, right? Um
No.
you're basically allowed to just say whatever you want in like it, just because you say some hateful fucking things and you spew fucking just like disgusting drivel does not make it a hate crime in the US, unfortunately. And that's
But
just something.
doxing people and calling their mom is not.
Well, doxing
mean,
is a
not
crime.
right.
Doxing,
Doxing
is a crime.
Doxing is a crime, but that's more of like getting the feds involved than YouTube doing something. Like
Mhm.
I don't know the processes that Kelly
No,
could
literally
to reach out
YouTube
and do
themselves
stuff.
don't.
So
Literally, YouTube themselves, like in their statements, don't allow content creators to like do this sort of type of shit.
yeah, like you can't go raid someone's chat just because they had a fucking shit take on something. Like it's fucked up. Like you shouldn't be doing that in general, right? Like you're a fucking loser if you go do shit like that.
The fucked up thing the fucked up thing about this entire situation is that after like showing all of this evidence, what this YouTuber got was getting demonetized in response from
Yeah.
YouTube. So that's like the excuse me, you know, it's like
More or less run off
either
the
you
platform.
abandon ship and just like go to a different platform, release your Patreon. Like you can still use YouTube as I upload
Yeah.
my stuff here, but
Mhm.
it
like
just
fuck
sets a
YouTube.
precedent, you know.
It sets a bad
Yeah.
precedent because, like, why do you want to grow on a platform where if you have even the most mild of hot takes, you get immediately thrown off?
I mean,
Or if you try to expose the company itself
isn't
for
that how
not
Twitter is too, though? Like when you
Kinda,
have,
yeah.
because the Twitter mob will attack you for having a bad hot take. Like I don't understand. Like, isn't this any company that they basically do whatever they want, and especially if you have a bad hot take, especially if you criticize them, like
But it's not
it
about
doesn't matter if
the
the
hot
criticisms
takes.
are valid.
It's not about
but,
the hot takes though. It's about like, okay, you have a content
yeah,
creator.
like
who's,
obviously
who's
as
harming
content creators
other people.
ourselves,
But
yeah,
in response
obviously
to
as content.
exposing that person, they demonetize the channel that exposed him. So it's
Mhm.
like
But
that's
we
a
also
really bad precedence.
we also don't know the full like scope of why they demonetize him. Like I believe they're reviewing his case or something next month or something, or it should be now, right? Like the end of this month.
It probably is. I don't remember the exact timeline. The crazy thing is, like, eventually this is gonna get like out in the wider press, and it's gonna be another adpocalypse.
Is it though?
Yes.
I think people forget about this.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I
no.
feel like the internet forgets super quick about a lot of things.
I
so.
completely disagree, because if YouTube does actually do their review and they do absolutely nothing additional, they don't reverse their decision or they don't, boot Quantum. I mean, there's going to be people that are going to start talking about it again, and I think they're going to go to the press.
But like
2 months,
at the
people
same
forget
time,
about
like
it.
I don't. Is it because like is Kelly's like community manager just really bad or something? Like I don't understand why it's even gotten this far.
No,
right?
Asmongold talked about that when he interviewed Kelly. He said like a vast majority of the like what do you call it, the partner
YouTube partner, like
part-
the partner, fuck, I
partner
forgot.
managers, partner associates,
partner
whatever.
managers.
Yeah, he
Quick
said that
shout
like
out.
they're all.
Hi Kelly.
Oh yeah,
Miss you, bud.
You went to school with him.
Yeah, no, from high school.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just gonna
shit.
flex my little connections here. I went to high school with that guy, man.
Someone explain Adpocalypse. Adpocalypse is where a bunch of people who advertise on like YouTube will see one person say something spicy and it's like, oh, we don't want to advertise on your platform anymore forever again.
No more ads.
But anyway,
No more revenue.
I completely forgot where I was going.
So the
Asmongold
partner
was talking
manager.
about
Oh,
the,
yeah,
yeah.
Asmongold
So
was
the
talking
partner
about
managers
it.
don't have any power in this situation.
Yeah, Asmongold was talking about it. He said a lot of the partner
any
managers, like, they talk about, they want to do so much more than they can, but their hands are tied. Like, they're actually good people who want, a majority of them, are good people who want to do the right thing, and they know what the right thing is, but they can't because they're so hamstrung.
They don't have any power to do anything. Yeah.
This all leads me back to the bro. That's so cringe that you don't have Susan's personal email to just let her know, like, hey,
Yep.
unban me because monetize me again, Susan. Like, what the heck are you guys doing over there at YouTube?
Yeah, Captain Silly Frog's also right. When advertisers leave, it makes the rates that they actually offer for their ads drop. So YouTube and by extension the content creators on YouTube will get the short stick.
This entire situation is just really, 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 really fucked up,
And
it's a really bad
the solution
precedent.
is so easy. The solution is so easy, and they won't do it because they've been called out so publicly, and like they've been caught with their hand in the cookie jar, not following the own rules that they've laid out. I will say legally, I feel like if there were like a legal case to be made here, you could say that YouTube violated the contract that they made Kelly sign by not upholding the terms of service that they laid out in the contract.
I have no faith in YouTube.
I have very diminishing faith in YouTube. You want me to do a stretch? Okay, stretch. Oh yeah. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this because this whole situation is really fucked. And as someone, ourselves who uploads our content on YouTube, like, I'm concerned.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's been like 10 days since the last time he like had a community post on his YouTube channel, Kelly, that is. And I don't know like what's up with what's next.
The scary thing is, if YouTube does absolutely nothing to reverse this decision, I feel like it gives a lot of power to people who do already abuse the copyright system.
And also, YouTube. just for everyone, I'm pretty sure it was on his birthday too, on Kelly's birthday.
It was.
On his birthday, I think,
yeah. Because I remember like hearing about the demonetizing thing, and then I was like, "Oh shit, it's Kelly's birthday!" Oh fuck!
What a great birthday present,
bruh.
Captain Silly Frog says, "I ain't a good Christian, but I have more faith in old JC than YT." Oh, great. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's wild. It's still an evolving situation, so I'm sure over the next few weeks we'll probably get more on it. Like, I think, like,
and I mean, I'm glad that also like bigger content creators have their eyes on this, and they've sided with Kelly. So
yeah,
like,
I can't think of any large content creator that hasn't sided with him at this point.
Yeah, because it's obviously fucked up when people do that shit on YouTube, where it's like they're abusing the YouTube rules and they're just trying to destroy someone's channel. And it's
but
like,
what are you gonna do
it's
when
their livelihood, like, of course, these bigger
companies against you.
Yeah, I know. Like, and I'm not even sure what bigger YouTubes can do, or bigger content creators can do, other than shedding light on the situation and making the heat get cranked up on YouTube's end, so that way they're like, all right, you know what? We'll actually have to review this honestly and fucking do something proper.
I think, yeah, if a lot of the larger YouTube like content creators want to use their power for something good, even if it means that they get their own channels demonetized, do it. Stand up for something, because eventually they're going to come for your channel too. If you don't stand up now, they're going to come for your channel too. So anyway,
that reminds me of I'm not gonna bring it up. We're
do it. I want to hear it.
They came for the thing that a lot of people like to say. They came for whoever, and I said nothing because I wasn't this. Then they came for whatever, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't this. Now they've come for me, and there's no one left to speak up for me. Like, whatever that. I don't remember. I'm just paraphrasing it because I don't really remember what it was.
First, they came for Alex Jones.
Yeah. What's the thing that it's Holocaust related, right? Where it's like,
like the bystander.
Yeah.
Much, right?
Also, I would like to say that, if we're gonna allow I almost said his name, QTV, to stay on YouTube, I welcome Alex Jones back on the platform.
Don't lie, you just want to see his freaking
gay frogs.
Thank you.
You just want to see him rip his shirt off when his roid rage.
No, well, that was funny, but I also like the gif of him with the literal tinfoil hat on.
Literal tinfoil hat.
I want an IRL stream of Alex Jones chasing after Democrats.
Bro, the worst part is that he would literally he literally has videos of him literally trying to fist fight people who would disagree with him. So that's not like, but then filming yourself doing assault, bro, what are you, world star? Like, why would you film yourself committing assault?
I'd pay for that. I'd pay for that too.
Yeah, I don't think.
What was that clip of him on Joe Rogan where he calls himself a retard?
Look.
That's he said that, not me. He said that.
Look,
I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah.
It's not PC, by the way, Alex Jones.
No, and then Joe is like, you're not supposed to use that word.
Exactly.
All right, let's actually go to something more wholesome and happy. Natai, how was Paris?
Natai, do you ball so hard? Was that shit cray?
I wanted ever since I came back from Paris, like, I need to make that joke. Have you seen the clip of Kanye being asked about that song?
Yes.
It's like, you know why it's called like N-word in Paris? It's like, what? Because N-word were in Paris, boy.
Yeah, like I don't understand. That's what she ordered. What she ordered? Fish
What she
fillet.
ordered.
Bro, I ball so hard. I love that song.
I like some of the
that song
Gaga
is great.
songs, but what the fuck does she know about making cameras?
I'm just saying, I've always been a Kanye fan though, ever since the Graduation album dropped, like back in the day when I was in middle school. So
Okay.
I've always listened to Yee stuff, but
That song is wild.
bro, I always quote that song. That shit cray. Like, what
That
she
shit
ordered? Fish fillet.
That song is great.
But how was Paris? Now that you're back?
Lately, I've been quoting Kendrick, but yeah, never mind. Paris was great. Paris was really, really good. So I've been to Paris for 4 days. Funny story. So like we fly out of Israel around 6 a.m. We land in Paris at around 10. We go to pick up our bags, and guess what? Guess who's the only person whose baggage didn't arrive in Paris?
You know
This guy.
Did you fucking fly Air Ryan or something? How'd they lose your damn bags?
No, it's El Al. It's El Al. It's the Israeli flight. My bag didn't leave Israel apparently. So I was in Paris without luggage for.
Well,
4
did
days.
they? All right, so Trash Taste recently they came to America, right? They're gonna be at Anime Expo.
Yeah.
Plugging them right there at Iron Mouse and Sea Dog VA. They're gonna have a panel on Sunday.
They're finally going to make out in front of everybody.
Yeah, they're gonna settle it all. But yeah, like Trash Taste, like I think Maylene was talking about it on Twitter. They lost like $30,000 worth of their camera equipment. And
That's so fucked up. So
and
funny
Air
thing,
Air whatever. I don't remember which airline. It's some really bad airline. Apparently.
Air lose your luggage.
Yeah. Aer Lingus, I think it was. Aer Lingus.
Lingus. Anyway.
Hey, Aer Lingus is the national airline of Ireland. I will not have this slander.
Well, Aer Lingus
Apparently-
is the one, and they're just like ignoring the fact that they lost. They haven't even said anything like, "Oh no, oh we're still looking for it." It's like, bro, you lost your fucking luggage. Like,
Apparently,
pay
that's
them
like
out.
a thing worldwide. Like, so apparently, while I lost my luggage and like losing my mind about where is all my clothes for fuck's sake. And
Yeah.
apparently, that's like everywhere it happens. Like, there's like a major shortage on staff with
Oh, yeah,
both,
no,
like
100%.
airline companies and like airports, and because of COVID. But now like the skies are open again, and everyone's going out like and trying to like fly and travel.
yeah, because to
But
save
they're
money, a bunch
understaffed.
of them got fucking laid offs, and no one
And
wants
they,
to work
they
at a
didn't come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Ariel, for those of you who know him, he worked at the airport, and during COVID he got laid off, and he's not coming back because why would he? It's like
Yeah,
even
like,
though
fuck
they,
you.
yeah, exactly.
You
It's like,
laid
why
me
would
off. Fuck you.
How dare you?
he? Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, we arrived in Paris, and my luggage wasn't there, so that was great. But Paris was great. It's a fucking wonderful city. French people are not cool. By
No.
the way, They-
No, French people are disgusting
French?
and
I guess
angry.
I guess
Most-
what my
okay.
all right. I gotta make this comment. I
Good.
guess my British girlfriend was right, and the French are actually the absolute fucking worst.
Yes, yes, they are.
Sort of like okay. So let me. So apparently,
Well,
so a
Natai,
lot
do
of-
you even parlez-vous français?
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Is that the only thing you know how to say in
That's
French?
the only thing I know how to say in French.
Oui, oui.
But
Nah,
I
man,
do,
you obviously need to also know how to say omelette du fromage.
croissant.
Say it again, Dexter. Bro, I'm still quoting cartoons from like 30 years ago.
That's the way to go.
You're getting old, man.
Fucking cringe.
But yeah, like apparently, so most French don't want to learn to speak English, so that was an experience. Like, I
Oh, why
always
would
like,
they? I don't
yeah,
understand.
pretty much.
So, I mean, France
But
does
you
have
so
a lot
many
of
tourists. Why
tourism
wouldn't you want to communicate more easily with tourists?
because they don't want tourists in their country.
Yeah.
Like the French have always been super snooty, just like like the French high fashion and stuff like that, like Chanel and Dior and all that other crap. Like they don't want other people to use their shit.
They don't want,
because
but
they're
that's
French.
so much make so much money from tourists though. So like, fuck you.
I mean, especially if you're in Paris, like I get it. It's like everyone goes there, like.
Everyone goes to Paris.
But at the
dude.
same time, I also am of the personal opinion that if you go to a different country, you kind of
I agree with you.
You gotta like know
I
their
agree with
language,
you.
you know.
Yeah,
Like
I
if you
agree
don't
with
want to
you.
know their language, then you need to have a translator or something. You need to have
The way I
preparation
see it,
to be here, right?
the way I see it, if I visit a different country, I try and respect their culture because I'm staying at their country. It's not like my home or anything. And but so I will try and do my best to
So-
like respect that and communicate with them as much as I can.
So when you come to America, are you gonna buy a gun?
Yikes, dude.
There's that word again.
Oh, you can't say that, dude. We're demonetized. What are you doing? Pew pews.
Our channel isn't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
monetized
pew-pews.
in the first place.
Yeah, I know. Because we're too hot for YouTube.
No,
Which
if
is
I
why
want to
you guys
respect,
should really consider donating to our Patreon. which
If
I'm
we
gonna
if we
make-
had one.
if we had one.
I was
No.
about to make a really bad joke about like horrible events that happen in the States, but I'm not gonna go there because it will be taken out of the context.
Bro, there's
Never mind.
huge.
So
There's so
it's
much.
such a
That's the
big-
problem with you, Americans. There's so much to pick from.
I
So-
know, right?
so
There's
Captain
so much
Silly
wrong to pick
Captain Silly Frog in the chat says France has laws regarding language. Some English words now have French counterparts the French government made up, and that have to
That's
be
funny.
used on TV and radio.
That's fucking funny. But anyway, what the point I was trying to make is like I don't mind it that they don't want to speak English. I'll try and like work with it. I like communicating with people with other languages. It's like I don't mind. I don't have an issue with that. But a lot of them are pretty snotty to tourists. But it's like it is what it is. And where I was going with it. But anyway, it's
How dare
Also
you come
beautiful.
look at my beautiful tower?
it's a very beautiful tower. What can I say?
Got your fucking
Yeah, yeah.
Ray and the fucking French mustache.
Carrying a baguette down the street.
We literally went to a cafe and one of my friends were like, I want a baguette. And they're like, sure. so they gave him. It's like, okay, sure. But yeah, it was hot as fuck also for like, funny thing, the sun didn't like go down to like 9:30 p.m. That was really weird. But yeah,
Because it was the summer solstice like a couple
Yeah.
days ago, bro. What? What?
what can I say? I didn't. It
And
was
you're
so
also-
surprising.
and you're also
did you
pretty
not
far
know
north.
That, did you not know that right now is like summer solstice
I
time?
know- I
Every day is
forgot.
super fucking long, bro.
Not today. I've never seen it to this extent though. That literally 10 p.m. and there's still sun. It exists there in the sky. I've never seen that.
Natai, you really need to go to like Alaska, like the northern parts of Alaska, or all the way to Antarctica when there's like 23-hour days of sun
Hmm.
and then 23-hour days
down.
of night. It's a pretty crazy experience.
I actually want to travel there.
Captain
someday.
Silly Frog
But
says it
anyway,
only just got dark here 45 minutes ago, around 2200. He lives in the
Yeah.
Netherlands.
crazy.
Yeah, the sun doesn't
Um,
set till like freaking nearly 9 p.m. So
Also, I went to the Louvre. That was like an incredible experience.
Did you throw a burger at the Mona Lisa?
I didn't throw a burger at the Mona Lisa. I didn't.
Did it make you have an orgasm when you looked at it?
No, no.
what?
That's, dude, Jojo.
Did-
Didn't
JoJo's-
someone just recently?
JoJo's
Didn't
part
someone
four.
Yeah, but didn't someone recently just pie the Mona Lisa too? Like,
Yes, they
someone
threw,
lied to Mona
they
Lisa.
threw a pie at the Mona
Someone
Lisa.
threw a pie at the Mona
I
Lisa.
thought,
Fucking idiot,
be a
dude.
little more Western about it. Throw a burger at it instead of a pie.
Who
Like,
made
I
this
don't-
burger?
This bitch empty. Yeet. Like I don't understand why you would go to the well, no, I understand why people do anything for clout. That's fucking
Yeah,
why
pretty
we
much.
live in a fucking terrible. We live in a society.
We live in idiocracy.
Didn't the dude who did it said he did it to like bring awareness to climate change or something? Like, dude, choose your battles,
Fuck
man.
Oh, fuck you. Right.
What?
Yeah,
You
climate.
you got on a fucking plane, you destroyed the damn climate in the process. Like I don't understand,
Yeah.
bro.
I actually think the
Bro.
person that did it was a French national. So
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
He
Never mind.
probably drove there with a car. Fuck you. Fuck it. Like,
a car.
I just feel
People in
listen,
Europe
the
don't drive. They
French-
actually have public transportation in Europe.
dude, the public transportation is so
fucking-
good over there as well.
the
like
fucking
the metro
French
system.
riot so well though. Like
They do.
They've
Yeah,
always
they do. They
they
do.
whenever they fucking rioted. Like I remember watching that video of the guy who like there's literally a riot down the street and it's like he puts down his groceries, fucking riots and punches cops and shit. Comes back, picks up his groceries, and goes back home.
What a legend.
And I'm like, yep, that's the French, all right. Man.
Wasting-
They do shit like this.
I was there, like our hotel is next to the Le Republique roundabout or whatever it's called, and there was a riot there,
Round-
like
what?
Pride
What?
Month. I think it's
The
called
lar-
this roundabout. It's called the Republique or something like that.
Is that the
Is that where the Arc de
Triomphe?
Triomphe is?
Yeah.
No, Arc de Triomphe is like it's not there. It's
Is it?
it's
I thought it was. I don't know why I thought it was in the middle of that stupid roundabout, but I realized it's
no,
not.
that's also the roundabouts are crazy. There are no lanes. It's just a big circle. There's no lanes.
Oh, wait until you're in
don't-
DC. All the roads go in circles.
Bruh.
It's not the
Bruh.
problem that there is circles. The problem is there are no fucking lanes. So how
Did you go to 'cause
Champs-Élysées?
no, was the fuck is that that church, the
Notre
big
Dame.
church, Notre Dame.
Notre
Yeah,
Dame.
did you go to Notre
So
Dame?
I didn't get close to it, but it was under construction. So I saw it from afar. I
mean,
couldn't
it's-
like get.
It's always been under construction. It's fucking old.
No, it
No,
also
but
it
it's
also
been- it
burned
was on
down
fire.
a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
Yeah,
forget.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying
You
like
can't enter
it's
it.
it's always been under construction because it's
So-
old and like
So I
falling
saw
apart.
it. I couldn't get close to it because of like the group of people I was in, so I couldn't do
Um,
all the things I wanted. But like I saw it. But next time.
did you at least go see the what's that stupid Michelangelo painting on the ceiling? Where's that
The
at?
Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, where is that at?
No,
Is
That's
that
in-
France?
make-
That's
Is that
That's
Italy?
not in France.
no,
That's not in Italy.
that's in Italy.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
anything
that's not
about
in
Europe. A fucking American take here. I don't know any.
I did,
POV,
but-
you're American, right? Like I don't know nothing about Europe.
There were a lot of like incredible paintings of in the Louvre. Like that. Doesn't matter how much people tell you it's big. You don't know how big it is till you get there and you see it with your
Well,
own eyes.
Paris
It's
is
huge.
Paris is one of the biggest cities in Europe.
No, I'm talking about the Louvre. I'm not
Oh,
even
the
talking about the
Louvre.
city. The museum itself is huge. I've been there for like 3.5 hours and I still missed a lot of stuff. I like didn't make it anywhere. Like
You got to take them to the Smithsonian, dude.
So
we will.
we definitely we plan to hit up a few of the Smithsonian museums in Washington D.C. when we're there.
Like, bro, you want really good museums, man? You come to DC, man.
Also, we have to take him to the Holocaust Museum because
All right, you guys can take some like really saucy remembering the past for your Instagram pics.
no, we'll take PewDiePie with us instead.
Bruh.
dude, like I've been to Auschwitz. Like I'm equipped. I'm prepared.
This dude
Bro,
has
I
better
can't
Holocaust
stand-
jokes than I've ever heard in my life.
That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke.
I know
No,
it's
no,
not a
I'm just
joke,
saying-
but I've heard the Holocaust jokes you make. They're funny.
Oh, thank you.
Well, he's Jewish. He's allowed to do that. It's his people's struggles and stuff. He's allowed to.
If black people can like make black jokes about each other, then why can't Jews make jokes about Jews?
I mean, yeah, I think that's perfectly fine, but I also wanted to mention that I hate seeing people who like social media influencers, right?
Oh, I hate
I
it.
hate influencers who show up to places like that and they try to act like deep.
They
and
give a
stuff
shit.
and- yeah, like they give
Yeah.
a shit. Like, bro,
They don't give a
like
shit.
there's plenty of people who stand on like the rails and stuff, right? That lead into Auschwitz. That's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe all this stuff. And it's like they're posing for an Instagram pic, like, oh, or they have like a single rose, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is
It's
a
like that-
fucking like terrible place that you're supposed to be. Like, obviously, you don't have to be like all sad and somber when you're visiting here, but like, you're stop clout chasing for a goddamn second, man. What's
It's
wrong with you
freaking-
people?
It's freaking white women Instagram page, dude. It's like it's the worst.
It's like, you know how
It's
many
actually-
pictures I've seen of like just basic bitch people taking a picture of themselves under that arch at Auschwitz? Like, stop, just stop.
Of themselves?
Of course, I
Yeah.
know them. That person's me.
funny.
Of course I know them. That person is me.
That's funny.
Isn't the Smithsonian
man.
sinking slowly? It's in D.C., so the entire city is sinking slowly. It's a swamp.
Wait, DC is sinking?
Yeah, it's a swamp.
It's a joke about politics.
Get out of my swamp.
It's a political joke, Natai.
I was
Oh,
about
okay.
to talk about draining the swamp and all that stuff, but I really don't give a fuck about
Mm.
any
Yeah,
of
I
it.
mean, educate me. I'm curious now.
No, we'll talk
No,
about this later. We'll talk about this later.
Anyway, when I got back, so like I was still looking for the luggage and stuff, and those were like not gonna, I had a lot of fun in the trip, and I had a lot of fun. I can say that more confidently now because the luggage actually arrived in like they
Oh, thank God. dude.
Yeah, like,
oh, fuck.
like on Friday. So I was dead asleep because wait, was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. So I was just dead asleep. Then someone called me. I'm like, oh, sure, I'll pick it up. And it's like, oh, the luggage is here. I'm like, wait, what? So they drove all the way here to give it to me. So that was nice. So yeah, Paris is great. I'd highly recommend people travel there if they can. It's a really lovely city. Bring a partner or a couple, like your significant other with you. It's I would definitely
So-
go back there with.
I mean, obviously, right? The city of romance. Like, I don't understand why people think French people are romantic in the first place. Like, French
I
is
don't know
not a
French
romantic
people,
language.
not French people.
No,
Paris.
I'm saying French in general is not a romantic language. Like, it's.
I disagree. I think
Right?
like I really
No,
like French.
no. Have you
as a
heard how
language.
they pronounce R's? It's
Yes.
Yeah.
I really,
Ugh.
dude, whenever you do the that's the same sound you make when you think when you talk about me talking Hebrew, speaking Hebrew.
Well, Hebrew
I
is a
mean,
very
sure,
phlegm-based
but-
language.
No, but it's literally the same sound. You
I just
You're just
thought
racist.
of the most racist fucking thing. Like,
no, you're just racist.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not Jewish, so I can't make this joke. But
You're gonna tell me about it after we go off.
yeah, I'll definitely say it to you after the stream.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Keep it. Don't, write it down. Don't forget it. I want to hear it.
Oh, I won't fucking forget it. But yeah, no, losing your language
French is
fucking
nice.
sucks.
I like French. Nah, the French language is great. I like it.
I took 4 years of French. It's really not.
I
I
like the way it
regret
sounds.
not learning Spanish or Japanese or even German. I regret learning French.
Sprechen Sie
Schnell,
Deutsch?
schnell, Juden.
Ja, Schnitzel.
Schnitzel is not.
Captain
German.
Silly Frog says, as a Dutchman, I need to hide in a hole with our G.
So, but yeah, losing your luggage is fucking the worst, especially when you travel, like internationally. So I remember when I went to Thailand, my luggage was lost for like 2 days, and I was just like, I'm in a country that's hot as hell. I have no
Yeah.
change of clothes.
So
This is
that
the
was my
fucking
problem.
worst.
I stayed with the same set of clothes for like a day and a half. I was sweating my ass off because it was the hottest day of the year. Like my fucking balls were dripping, dude. Like I couldn't
Yeah,
handle it.
and it's like, well, I don't really want to
Worse.
go out and buy new clothes because like I have clothes, and like if I buy this clothes, I have to bring it home, and I don't want to waste the space.
See, but what happens when your luggage doesn't even leave your country of origin? Fuck you! You're gonna have to buy more clothes. But I did keep the receipts, and I need to talk to the insurance company so they.
If
can
you
give
if
me
you
my
want to
money
hear a
back.
big fuck
Insurance
you from
company. What?
oh,
So because
travel
so
insurance?
this vacation so this vacation was like it was paid for by my company. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah, that's right.
talk to the
HR.
what's the fucking
Demand
I
your
don't know if it's
reparations.
I don't know. It's not the HR. It's the union, I guess, of the workers. I don't remember. But I need to
What?
talk
You
to
have a
someone.
union? You have a
No,
union in Israel?
Yeah.
George's mind is blown like a union.
No, it's not.
I didn't realize unions
union
existed
is not the
outside
right
of the
word.
U.S. That's why.
Union
so.
union is not the right word. I'm blanking on the word. But never mind. Like
Coalition.
people. So I need to talk to people so they give me my money back for like all the expenses I made of like buying clothes and new suitcase when I was there.
Well,
yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'll
like,
tell you, Natai, if you really want to experience an airline telling you to fuck off, fly domestically in the United States and have anything go wrong. Because their
Guess what?
response...
It's gonna happen.
No,
next
it
time when I
depends. It
travel with
depends
you.
on who you take. Like, if you take American Airlines has been pretty good to me. So is Delta. So is Southwest. But if you take like Spirit, for example, Spirit Airline is the equivalent to Ryanair in Europe. For all of our European viewers, so you understand, Ryanair and Spirit Airline are the exact same people.
Spirit Airlines is named Spirit because it's an airline in spirit.
It is an airline that focuses on min-maxing their profits by jam-packing as many people as they can on their fucking airplanes and
That's
making
rough.
sure that you don't have any fucking luggage because gas expensive. Yeah, like, you got gas money for this bitch? Like, yo, I paid $200 for the seat though. Like, you got gas money in this bitch? No, you ain't bringing shit. So, like, bro, that's
tell
the
you
true
what, the-
American experience. Flying
I'll tell you
Spirit.
what, like the thing that's like got to me about this whole experience is like I'm now scared about going like traveling again because if like I'm going to the States in a month and if I lose my luggage on the way there again, then I'm kind of fucked.
Well, at least
Because
you'll
I'm
be
going
here
for a
for a
month.
month, so if you do lose your luggage and you don't get it, that gives you plenty of time to buy new clothes.
Yeah,
mean-
that's the thing. If I'm coming with clothes, I'd rather not buy more clothes instead of the clothes I already have.
Wait until you
but,
come
know.
to Florida and you sweat through half of them.
I'm trying to think about
Very
like
much, most
super stupid things to do to make sure like the TSA flags your luggage, so at least you know
Put a
it'll
bomb
make
in it.
No, don't put that. I am not making. I'm not advising that you do something stupid like put paraphernalia, drugs, and or weapons or stuff in your luggage
on a flight with
like...
Alex. That's already something very stupid. Let's be
Yeah, I
honest.
know.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, put an AirTag in your or some kind of tracker in your luggage.
So I'm gonna purchase an AirTag to put it in the luggage.
Also,
But
I do
that
want
is
to.
a pretty
I do.
Smart idea.
I do want to just warn you, Natai. In the United States, trafficking drugs across state lines is a very serious crime.
I'm not planning on it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Fuck the DEA. That's all.
I mean,
Fuck the ATF.
Thank you
I
for
have no
coming.
guns.
I watch Breaking Bad. Fuck the DEA.
Thank you for coming to John's TED Talk.
I'm just saying, bro. Fuck the ATF. Fuck the DEA. That's all.
Bruh.
That's
No
all.
other reasons.
I'm out. Mic drop. All right. Well, I
Also,
only have.
FBI. I don't have any guns.
Yeah, what's about the time limit?
Yeah, I got a little over half an hour before I got to skedaddle for my actual
right.
job. So I
All
would.
right, speed run.
No, let's go to John. So since he wasn't on our last WTF.
Oh, I don't have that many talking points, but I just I started writing down my like WTF just ideas, where I'm just like, this would be a good thing to talk about on the WTF. So guys have a collective of 10 brain cells shared among them. I like to think that I'm a pretty smart guy, but for whatever damn reason, whenever I'm hanging out with the boys, man, we be doing some stupid fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is why men's life expectancy is less than women's, because when we get together, like we see a gap between like two roofs, and we think a woman would think that's just a gap. As a guys, we think we could jump that shit.
I'm not sure if you guys have the exact same experience or anything like that, but whenever I'm with the boys, man, I'm just so fucking stupid. We do such stupid shit. And I'm like, why? Why would you do that?
Because
normally when I'm alone, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, you know what? No, that sounds pretty fucking stupid. When you're with the boys, you're like, and you're not even pissed or nothing. You're just like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's fucking do it, dude. Like, let's go wrestle that gator. Like, no, what are you doing?
Because it's fun, bro. Like, it's
like, I don't know what it is about being in a group with other guys that make me stupid. I just feel like we all share the same collective 10 brain cells.
Groups of men like that are why here in Florida we have signs that say "Do not molest the alligators."
Wait, people molest alligators? How?
I'd wrestle one, but I wouldn't molest one. Like, what the hell? Don't fuck the gators, bro.
People think people who aren't from the U.S. or even aren't from Florida think those signs are a joke. They exist.
No. I want a drawing of John like German suplexing an alligator. That's what.
Bro, I would fucking WWE the fuck out of alligators.
Oh God!
You know how hard I had to try to not jump into the alligator pit at Busch Gardens, fucking wrestle a gator. I was about to become Florida man.
Florida man from Washington State.
I was in a group with you and Riker. Maybe again, it comes back to the whole guys share a collective of 10 brain cells among them. I swear. Like, because I noticed that when I was at work the other day, where like there's this guy who comes up and he's asking for something, and normally he's really like reserved, you know, he just asks for his tools, he doesn't act like a fucking idiot. This other time he comes up and he's with like a couple of his work buddies, and they're just fucking acting like complete jackasses, like complete stupid ass frat boys. And I'm like,
wait, so how?
You know, like, normally like
jackasses describe it more, because like there's a
just make it really.
I tried to make sense if it's like just an idiot, but you know, just a fun like okay, whatever, stupid. It's like,
okay,
dude. Or is it like an actual asshole?
Like he's acting like a damn idiot, right? Like they come up, they're asking for. He normally asks for a tool. He knows what it is, right? But when he comes up with his buddies, they like make really dumb jokes, and it just doesn't fucking land. And I'm just deadpan, like, is that all? They're like, damn, he really didn't like your joke. I'm like, I'd laugh if it was fucking funny. And then they're like, damn, and I'm just like, because it's not fucking funny. Like, bro, first of all, we're at work. Like, don't be acting so fucking stupid. I can't believe you build airplanes.
Not gonna lie, I understand.
But at the same time, that made me reflect though, because I was like, you know what? I get it. because whenever I'm with the boys, I also act like a goddamn idiot.
It's like, okay,
And I don't
so
know why.
I totally understand. I totally understand. So
I do
at
too.
work, so with my buddies as well, like we all the time make really stupid jokes and we just like shit talk each other all the time. And it's all in good fun because the work kind of sucks and like we don't want to be there, but we enjoy each other's company so much that's like that it helps get through the day. And as long as, at least the way I see it, as long as like it doesn't hurt the workflow and it doesn't like um um uh, fucking what's the word I'm looking for? As long as it's not harmful to like other people at work, there's no
Not
harm.
being,
Like
yeah, if it's not destructive, you're not getting in anyone's way, and you're not
yeah,
like trying to poke fun at somebody. You're just acting like a general fool
yeah,
within
that's
work
pretty much
compliance things. Yeah, like and that's why I said that's why I thought of it, because like they did it, and then it made me think about the stupid shit that I do, and I was like, oh wait, I think it might be just a guy thing.
Yeah.
it's probably just a guy thing. Like again, and not justifying being an asshole to other people. It's like if it's just you with your boys, then why not? It's just like having a good time. You just having
Yeah,
fun.
you just when you're with the boys, you
gives a
just want to do stupid shit.
Yeah, just
Like because it's
who gives a
funny.
shit? Yeah, because it's
Like,
fun.
I
It's
was,
a lot of fun. That's why I'm with the boys.
Like I was at a barbecue for my friend's birthday the other day, and someone really heavily seasoned some steaks, and they were really bad. And I looked at it, and I was like, "Oh God, it looks terrible," right? So
Oh no!
I didn't want to eat it. So then I cook up the other steaks. I come in, I fucking do my thing, and I grill it perfectly because I'm an amazing fucking grill master John over here. But yeah, I make some good steaks.
Raw.
And then I'm like,
It's
it
raw.
just gets to me, right? While I'm eating my perfectly good steak, and they're like, "Yeah, good thing you made your own." I'm just in the back of my head, I'm like, I've got to try the other one. I know that they heavily seasoned it, and it's gonna be like eating a
You
salt lick,
fucked up.
but I gotta try it. Like, and normally, if I over seasoned a steak, I would not fucking eat it. I would be like, no, fuck that. That's trash. We're not eating that. That's garbage. Don't do that. Like, I can't believe I did this to my expensive steaks. But for whatever fucking reason, when I'm with the boys, I'm like, you know what?
You
gotta
just
try
have
it.
to.
You just gotta try it.
And
And
how
it
was
doesn't
it?
help that I have a buddy who's like, he is chaotic neutral personified. Like, everything he does, I don't understand why he does it. And he always eggs me on, and I'm just like, God damn it, Warren. Like, stop trying to make me do stupid shit. But all
I'm
right,
that
we're doing
guy.
stupid shit.
I'm the Warren of the group.
I
Fucking
feel like
chaotic
I feel
neutral,
like
dude.
every
Why?
group I feel like every group of guy friends has that one person in it where
Has that
you don't
Warren.
you don't under yes that has that one person where you don't understand why they do the things they do. You may not even understand how they do the things that they do, but they do it and it's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, and it's
You
just
know
like,
what? The way I see it, it's just it always leads to a good time, and
Mm.
like, why the fuck not? Like, we only have
Yeah.
so much time with like the people we like. It's like might as well have a great time while being there.
I don't know. It's just something I just noticed, and I just wanted to talk about. 'Cause
ACAD
I mean,
and
very
Otakon
relatable.
brought to you by
Literally-
alcohol.
Literally, like a few nights ago, we stayed up extra 2 hours for fucking McDonald's. Like,
yeah, like
Yeah.
shit like that. Like,
what
why?
more can I say?
Like, why do guys do shit like that? Like, it's fucking funny.
But Natai, ACAD at Otakon brought to you by
Oh
alcohol.
my god, bruh, Otacon is
God.
gonna be wild.
Someone needs to take away all your social media and phones. I swear to God.
Good thing I don't have any social media.
Good. All right. What else is going on in life? Oh, I got to speed run the rest. My mom bought a $627 rice cooker.
What?
Why?
What?
All right. So I'm used to buying like maybe $150, $200 rice cookers, and they work okay. Like there's a Zojirushi or Zoji Ranchi, the elephant brand. Don't get the tiger brand. You get the elephant brand. That's the good one. It's a Japanese one. But I'm not gonna lie. So when I wrote this down, because my mom was like, "We got a new rice cooker," and I'm like, "What do you mean new rice cooker? Like we have like 5." She's like, "No, don't. Like you don't know.
This one's different.
It's super expensive." I was like, "How expensive?" She's like, $627. Like what?
That's a lot of dollars. That's more than 10.
For $627, it better cook more than fucking rice.
So at the time, I was like, Mom's huffing copium. She was like, "This is gonna cook the best rice you've ever had in your life," and she bought it because I'm diabetic. She's also diabetic now, so we have to cut down on eating white rice. White rice is like really bad for you. It's basically just carbs and converts directly to sugar. But we're Asian, so we like eating rice. So we have to eat like whole grain rice, like wild brown rice, and it's fucking disgusting.
I have a question.
What's up?
Why do you need rice cookers?
To cook rice fast.
But why not just like it takes 10 minutes? Just put it in like it takes 10 minutes without like having a rice cooker.
What?
Yeah. I never understood why do you need rice
I think
cooker?
he's talking about just boiling the rice in like a free pot. Like a
boil it in pot.
Because
put
you
some
have to
butter
watch
in it.
that. No, all right. So
No,
here's
you
the thing.
don't.
When you have a rice cooker, it's quite literally you wash the rice, because I don't know why I wash rice. I just know
No,
that
you
I'm
need to
supposed to
wash
wash rice.
Yeah.
I don't know why we do it. I think it's
You're
something to
supposed
do
to
with
wash
like
rice.
starch or whatever,
Yeah.
or getting bugs out. I really don't know. But I wash rice and I just throw it in the rice cooker, and then it keeps it warm all day, right? Because after it cooks it, it stays warm. So you have warm rice all day. Now, normally with our $200 rice cookers, rice lasts about, I'd say, 2 days before it starts to get bad, right? Like, it's kind of unheard of to have rice that lasts longer than a day in an Asian household. But in my
Put it
household,
in the fridge.
no, I hate
reheated rice is terrible though.
Yeah, that's how you get
No.
bacteria. Reheated rice is how you get bacteria,
why?
dude.
You
But
can just
all
reheat
right,
it.
no, all right. So
I'm confused.
we had this really gross brown rice that when we cook in the regular rice cooker, it's just the worst. Like we tried cooking it in our bamboo steamer, fucking still bad. I'm like, there's nothing we can do to make this rice good. So because we have to eat this rice now, or rather, we're eating it because we're trying to be healthier and not die from diabetes. She bought this rice cooker because she was like, if I have to eat this rice cooker is gonna be like the best thing. And it has a pressure cooker in this rice cooker. Like, I guess most rice cookers are kind of pressure cookers, but I yes and no.
So is it an Instant Pot that she bought?
No, it's some Korean one that I've never heard of, but like,
because I have an Instant Pot and I love it.
I fun fact, the guy who invented Instant Pot is Asian. He's an engineer, and he took the design from a rice cooker.
I mean, it is basically a
fact
glorified rice cooker. You can just cook way more than rice.
Basically, like rice cookers, they have pressure, like they get pressurized, and then once the pressure builds up enough, that's when it lets out the steam, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's how you know it's done.
So, I swear my mom was huffing copium, saying she's gonna be able to make this rice taste good because this rice cooker is amazing, and I was fucking right. Because this fucking wild brown rice that we have to eat is so garbage. Like, even with this new fancy rice cooker, the rice still fucking sucked. Like, it's super grainy. It doesn't taste like normal rice. I fucking hate this wild brown rice with a passion. I'm still gonna eat it because it's rice and I want to eat rice, but it did not work. So, because even after buying this rice cooker, we still started soaking that rice to make it softer because like this wild rice just fucking sucked that bad that you can't just like rinse it off like 2-3 times and cook it and eat it after 30 minutes. It's that fucking bad. However, now that I've had time to use the rice cooker, we started cooking regular rice in there because we ran out of the wild rice. And holy shit, dude, does this cook really good rice? Really good white rice. Like if you're cooking jasmine or Calrose is the type of rice that we get. It's a California grown type of rice that I really like, Calrose. Yeah, if you're cooking regular white rice, holy shit, is this rice cooker amazing.
I love jasmine rice. It's delicious.
For one thing, when you cook things in a pressure cooker, it like keeps it. So rice normally goes off after, if you keep it in a rice cooker, it usually goes off after about a day or two, right? Like it starts just getting bad because you keep it warm, bacteria, whatnot. When you fucking pressure cook this bitch, man, it lasts long. Because when we cook it with a pressure cooker, it sterilizes it, and I'm like, yo, this is actually kind of legit. Like
one day I'll cook for you rice, and I want your opinion on it. That's all I'm gonna say.
It will be full of starch and it will kill you instantly.
No,
I've got to say, I have plenty of people who are non-Asian people who want to cook me Asian things and want my
No,
opinion
I'm
on
just
it.
curious.
And I'm
'cause
like,
I
that's a
never
little bit racist, don't you think? That
No,
you know
I
what?
don't think it's racist. I'm just curious I want your
I,
opinion.
John, I don't want to cook you a damn thing of Asian food because I don't know shit about cooking Asian food. I do
Oh,
want to
yeah, I
cook
know.
you. I do want to cook you some shrimp and grits though.
You can
Shrimps
cook me
and
that.
what? Shrimps and
Fun
what?
fact.
Shrimp and
so
grits.
I remember when I was
What's
in
grits?
Grits is
Oh my
southern
God, you don't know
food
what
that's
grits is?
delicious.
Are we gonna eat that when I
I'm
get to your
sure we
place?
will.
Don't get hyped for it, bro.
Let's
It's
fucking go.
bro. No, it's
I love shrimp.
bro. No,
Dude, I
no, you
love
don't. You
shrimp.
won't like grits though. Trust me. Grits is
What's grits?
it's the worst part of wheat.
It's like it's grinded up oats is what it is basically.
How
It's
does
like
dude, why
it's-
combine it with shrimp?
Because the shrimp and grits do go good together.
okay, that might be good if you make a southern like thing. But my point is, when I went to freaking Florida, and Alex was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to a Chinese place I really like to eat," and took me to motherfucking PF Chang's.
I did. All right. To be fair, I
PF
lived.
Chang's, bro. He took me to fucking
I
Panda
lived-
Express.
I lived in fucking rural Florida. That's
You
all I
live-
had.
You live in a place that barely has 1.2% of the population actually being Asian. So I guess it's forgivable since I live in a place that's like 20% Asian.
Yeah.
So it's forgivable that you don't have good like Chinese food. I'm sure there's good Chinese food somewhere, but you live in the middle of fucking nowhere, Florida. So
At the time, I did. I don't anymore.
that was just the funniest thing to me. Like, but I've had plenty of people ask me like, all right, here's the thing. I don't think people are trying to be racist when they ask me for my opinion on Asian food, but it is kind of racist, Karen, when I come to a pizzeria and ask for spaghetti because I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Washington, for camping. That you ask if I want something, some stir fry instead because you could whip something up. That's a little bit racist. It's a tiny bit.
Man, this
And-
is
It is, but
not-
I'd still try that stir fry.
So, I mean, here's the thing. There's two things going on here. One, she was just trying to be hospitable. I understand that because obviously, I don't think she was being racist. I think she
What
was
if
just
you
like,
were being the racist all along?
Oh, plot
Listen,
twist.
John?
I probably, but I mean, whatever. I don't care. I'm racist as fuck, I guess. Hot take. No, but so she was obviously just trying to be hospitable. So I knew that. However, why does she want an Asian person to eat something that she considers Asian? Because she wants the seal of approval. It's something that I tell people all the time about, like, if you're a person of color, you get a bunch of non-people of color, white people, that do something that I call card collecting, right? Card collecting is they'll ask you about, like, what type of Asian are you, right? Like, I get this a lot. So where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from Washington. No, but like, where are you from? I'm like, well, I mean, technically, I was born in
I
California.
remember we were having this conversation
But
like 2 years
they're like,
ago.
no, like, where are your parents from? I'm like, well, they're from Thailand and Laos. They're like, oh, I know, I love Thai food. Laos, but I've never heard of that. I'm like, yeah, it's a place in Southeast Asia, this and that. I'm like, but technically, if you want to know what type of culture I am, ethnically, I'm Mian, which is like, traditionally, it's Southern Chinese. That's where Mian comes from. We read and stuff. We read and write in traditional Mandarin, but we speak Mian. It's a really weird thing, but it's a very specialized. Like, there's my people. There's like 2 million of us in the world. Like worldwide, there's 2 million.
Oh,
of us.
actually?
Yes, we're a very small ethnic group of like mountain tribe people.
Is it like a very close knit community or not really?
Oh yeah, we're fucking village people. We have mountain men, village people mentality. So I
Not
have a lot
YMCA
of, like,
village people though.
no, not that village people. Like actual like Appalachian mountain men people, like type of shit. Okay, like we're hillbillies essentially in Asia. So
Is it that the only reason I recognize the word Appalachia is because Fallout 76?
Yes.
I mean it's fine. You're not American, so you don't really need to know the history of Appalachia and all that stuff. But
Your people's like
point
dueling
is-
banjos with mandolins.
point is, when I do this, a lot of people go, "Oh, Mian, I've never heard of that." In Washington, there's about, I think it was like 300,000 Mian people who live here, so we have a pretty big population, but it's still pretty small, considering, like, you know, state size and stuff like that. But So it's about like an 80% chance that people don't know who I am, but about a 20% chance to know what Mian people are, because there are a bunch of Mian people here. And oh god, more even racist stuff. Hey, I know a Mian person. Do you know them? I'm like, do you think all Asians know each other, bro? Just because
That's my
I'm
favorite.
Mian?
That's my favorite.
Like,
Oh, I have black friends. Oh, I have
yeah.
Chinese friends.
But it is kind of weird because 50% of the time I do know the person that they're talking about because we're so small of a community. Like, oh yeah, I know him. He's my cousin. So you're not wrong in saying that, but I mean,
He's my
racist
second
intentions
cousin.
in my opinion. But so this card collecting thing that non-people of color do is like they're interested in me being Asian and a specific type of Asian, not because they actually care about like my people and my history, but because they want to be able to, in a conversation, whenever it comes up, oh, I know a Mian person.
Yeah.
That's why. So it's the exact same thing for why she offered to make me stir fry. She wanted my seal of approval to be like, even regular Asian people like eating my stir fry. That's how legit my cooking is. And I'm like, damn,
You know
Karen.
what's funny? Like, after this conversation, if someone would ask me, I'd be like, "Oh, I know a Mian guy."
Yeah, exactly. You're a card collector. You motherfucking
It's like,
racist.
no, but it's like what? It's like this is what
I
she
know.
did. This is your fault.
I work in a factory full of other super white people, right? Great people. I really like the people I work with, but I've explained a bunch of this stuff to them, and they don't realize that that's what it's construed as. I'm like, yeah, because to them they're just trying to be friendly and trying to like be like get to know your people. But I'm like, are you really trying to get to know my people, or are you just really card collecting? Because honestly, after this conversation, the only thing you'll remember about this conversation is that I am Mian. That is the type of Asian I am. That's the only thing you're gonna remember.
If you'll even remember that.
If you even remember that. So I didn't mean to bring this up. I had to.
No,
I had to explain it.
It's an interesting concept, and I think you're right. I think there's a lot of people that very unconsciously or subconsciously do it. Like,
and again, most of the time, people don't have ill intent. Like they don't have bad intentions with it, right? Because again, I 100% believe that this lady just wanted to be hospitable to me. I really do. However, it's a little bit racist.
You don't think there was any,
bit.
But you don't think there was any malintent behind it.
No, there was nothing malicious about what she did. But and you know, I really do hate the woke culture stuff. Like I wouldn't just be like, why would you ask me that? Is it because I'm Asian? Like I wouldn't do that to someone in public, because I think about why did you ask me this?
That's so
and
funny.
there is something where like, well, I'm also kind of racist too, because like for example, when I go eat at Asian restaurants, are there other Asian people here eating at this Asian restaurant? Then it must be good, because Asian people are cheap as fuck and we don't like going out to eat. So if other Asian people are there, you know it's probably good Asian food. Just saying. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of like a double standard. It's like, if I can use that metric, why can't other people use that metric, you know?
Yeah.
It's really opened my mind, because I'm like, you know what? Just because I'm Asian and I do things that I'm like, well, it's okay for an Asian person to do. It's like, well, if they don't have ill intentions or they don't have malice behind it, like, I guess I can let it go, right? And a lot of my situations where like people have been racist to me have just been inadvertently racist, not overtly racist. I've had a couple of overtly racist encounters, like that old white man who didn't like the fact that I'm dating a white person. So that was
wait, back up. What?
That's a story for a different time, because we're running out of time. So I have to bring this up. I tried McDonald's Szechuan sauce for the first time a couple months ago, and my day is ruined.
It's not as good as people think it is.
All right, so here's the thing.
I mean, it's
fucking Rick and Morty, right? Rick and Morty blew up and made Szechuan sauce a thing, and McDonald's released Szechuan sauce as a fucking meme. And the first time they released it, I didn't get it because of all those fucking cringy, I'm Pickle Rick! I want my Szechuan nuggies! Right? Like, you know the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly the video you're talking about.
So, because of cringe-ass fucking Rick and Morty
people
fans...
ask why I don't like talk about Rick and Morty.
Yeah, like, this is why I don't talk about it, because you guys are fucking cringe, bro.
Yeah.
But my wonderful, wonderful fiance got me Szechuan sauce because I've talked about it. Like, I want to try it. Like, I haven't had the ability to. And she was at Macca's or McDonald's, and she saw that they had Szechuan sauce, so she got me some. And I was just like, I love you so much. that you were at McDonald's and you remembered that I wanted to try Szechuan sauce. Like, even though I've never had it, I just wanted to try it, and she remembered. And it's lovely when you're in a relationship with someone who remembers things like that, like small things that you yourself forget. Like, I didn't even know that Szechuan sauce came back, but I tried it, and holy shit, is it fucking disgusting.
Like, Ty, why are you just holding your finger up? You're very menacing with that finger.
I don't.
Wait. I'm sorry. Do you say engaged? Like fiance?
That's a whole different issue. I don't want to explain it. I'll tell you after the stream because Alex has.
I was like, wait, did I miss the news? What the fuck?
I'll explain it after stream.
Even Siddles is like, I love how Noodle has been wife, girlfriend, and fiance all in a single conversation.
Because in my culture, I'm in a lot of Asian cultures, I'm the oldest male. I'm the oldest son, so there's a lot of credence to the women I bring home. If I bring home a woman and she lives with me for a year, technically in my culture we become married. And I gave her a ring and she didn't reject it. So like after a year of living together, you're supposed to give them a silver ring or a silver bracelet, and they have a week to decide whether or not they want to keep it or not. If they don't want to be with you after that, they give it back. So after a year, I gave her the silver bangle and she didn't reject it. So technically we're married. My parents call her my wife in my language. That's how they refer to her.
Good to know.
Like,
I was like, did I miss the news? I was like, hold up.
Yeah. Like officially, American standards, I'm not married, but in my culture, I'm technically married. So that's why I call her. I swap from calling her wife to girlfriend to like fiance because I'm like, yeah, well, eventually I propose.
Congratulations? Question mark.
It's a weird Asian thing. Like until it's official by the American standard, I only say it in certain like when obviously when I'm talking to my family, I call her my wife, but because it's the only way. We don't have something like called girlfriend or boyfriend. It's either you're married to them or you're not. Here's your wife or here's your husband. Like there's no girlfriend boyfriend. So
okay, just making sure I didn't.
Yeah,
miss
I know.
anything.
You guys will get the invites when we get married. An actual American wedding. You can't come to the Asian one though.
Because we're not like family.
No, because I don't want you to come to America twice. Like, I mean, you can.
I'm already coming once. Right. Like, why the fuck wouldn't I?
All right. Here, let me give you the TLDR of the Asian version of the wedding. You show up. It's gonna be like a 3-day affair. You're just gonna get drunk and eat noodles the entire time.
Fuck it, I'm there. Yeah, I'm fucking there.
What's wrong with you?
That's legit. That's all you're gonna do for 3 days. Get drunk and eat noodles.
That's incredible.
I went to my cousin's wedding and got blackout drunk. I'm so there.
But
I'm here for it.
Yeah, no. So I flex between referring to her as wife, fiance, and girlfriend because I don't know. I just flex between them because again, technically in my culture we're married and blah blah blah. But yeah, she got me Szechuan sauce and it fucking sucks, man. Why did people hype it up? I don't understand.
Because Rick and Morty.
Because it's fucking Rick and Morty, dude. People
because
hype
Rick
it up
and
for
Morty.
No reason.
Why did Rick and Morty say it was good? It was fucking trash.
Because it's just a stupid joke. They didn't mean for it to become a meme.
I mean, I get that it was a joke, but I was hoping that Szechuan sauce would kind of taste like.
Dan Harmon literally is high every time, high and drunk when he's writing. I don't know.
I love Szechuan food. I love Chinese food.
Specifically,
I love Szechuanese food because Szechuan spice is a different type of spice, and I fucking love it.
Yeah, Szechuan is incredible.
Like, I love actual Chinese food, so I was thinking like Szechuan sauce was gonna be like spicy or something. I didn't think it was gonna be a shitty version of teriyaki sauce, because that's what it fucking tastes like, boys. Like Do
you think white people think teriyaki is Szechuan?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
It tasted like really shitty teriyaki sauce mixed with sesame oil. That's all it tasted like to me. And I was so grossed out. I was like, I can't believe people like this isn't even remotely Szechuanese. This doesn't taste anything like Szechuanese sauce. So I don't understand why people were like, yeah, Szechuan sauce, ooh, this and that. I'm like, do you not eat Chinese food? Do you not like? I get that your version of Chinese food is probably P.F. Chang's or fucking God forbid Panda Express.
Why does P.F. Chang's sound so racist?
It is a American chain of like kind of Asian food, but not really.
They call it Asian fusion because it's a bunch of different types of Asian food.
Asian fusion.
Yeah, so P.F. Chang's at least I would say that PF Chang's is Asian inspired. Like the food there did like this legit is Asian food, but does it taste like traditional Asian food like that they're trying to go for? Absolutely not. Because you know, as a Mian person, as an Asian person, a Southeast Asian person, I have a lot of exposure to Southeast Asian foods, Thai, Laos, Vietnamese. I eat a lot of Asian foods in general, like all the time, and especially living in my state where it's like again 20% to like actually I think it might be more than that 24%. A big percentage of my state is Asian people who come straight from Asia. So
Right.
there's a lot of pop-up restaurants that are like, you know, Taiwanese or Chinese, like different types of styles of Chinese. So I get a lot of actual legit tasting food. Whether or not this tastes like actual food from the continent, I don't know because I've never been to China and stuff like that. But I would like to say that I have a pretty good palate when it comes to, or a pretty good palate when it comes to eating Chinese food. And Jesus, I don't. Teriyaki sauce isn't even Chinese. Teriyaki sauce is fucking Japanese.
Yeah, and neither are fortune cookies.
You know how racist that is?
Fortune cookies aren't Chinese either.
Well, technically, fortune cookies were invented by an Asian guy.
In
It's just an Asian guy in
California.
California. So I'm just saying, just like the Instant Pot, it was technically invented by an Asian guy. So is it? It's technically an Asian invention, even though they're Asian American, whatever. And
Just like the richest man in the world is technically an African American. Technically.
And the last thing I wanted to talk about was I clicked on my first ad ever on YouTube. Like,
whoa, hold up.
You disappoint
So,
me immeasurably.
I hate ads. I hate advertisements, right? And every time something has an ad, I purposely try to avoid using this thing or playing this game or whatever because I'm like, fuck your ads. They're garbage. I hate you. I hate ads in general. And I swear to God, there was a skit on Courage the Cowardly Dog where that, like, I think she was like a gypsy lady who like curses us to like thousands of hours of commercials. She was right. They fucking called it back in the 90s. And I can't not blame her and the Courage the Cowardly Dog crew for cursing us with the fucking adpocalypse, like the type of ads that we get now, where we get like double 30-second ads on YouTube and shit.
What did you
Oh,
play?
oh no, they're starting to do triple ads now and pre-rolls for videos.
Like,
Wow, fuck
jeez.
that.
Triple
I hate it so
unskippable
much.
ads.
However, I do like the advertisement money, so I guess, you know, as a content creator, you can't hate ads too much. But I was watching a episode of Trash Taste. You know, I love watching Trash Taste. Gart, Joey, Connor, you know, reach out
Grant.
to us, you know.
I'm
Grant,
confused.
oh my bad. The Anime Zone and Grant.
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 I love that joke.
Congratulations, by the way, on your wedding, Gart. You and
Yeah.
I've been loving all the
I
highlights.
love the clips. Yeah,
I
the
love all the
highlights.
clips, dude. Like, shame
Have
you
you seen
didn't
the
invite
clip-
us out there, but you know,
Have you
whatever.
seen the clip of Joey dancing to the Devilman Crybaby theme song? It's great.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Oh man, but my first on an ad of their of Trash Taste was a music ad. So I was like, you know, I get home, I work third shift or I work graveyard shift because I work like 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. So I get home and I'm watching an episode of Trash Taste on the couch and I'm kind of just like passing out, you know, and then
Yeah.
like
I
all of
feel
a sudden some music starts playing and I'm like, what is did the Trash Taste episode end? Like, what is this music? It's oh man, this
fucking
song
slaps.
is pretty good. This fucking slaps, bro. And I was like, what is this? And it's a fucking ad for a musician called Soul. It's SLCHLD. I'm assuming it's supposed to be Soul Child, but it's an Asian guy and he does R&B, hip hop, R&B, soul music.
And it's actually good.
Yeah, the song was called Holly's Ego, and I was just like, bro, this is my fucking aesthetic. Like, this is the type of like I listen to a lot of music. I primarily listen to rap, hip hop, R&B. That's what I grew up on.
Hearing John
Yeah.
say this is my aesthetic, I really need to isolate that and make it a new redeem.
Yes.
This is my aesthetic.
This is
It is like because I grew up in the hood. I grew up poor, so I I'm part of that. Oh, I'm kind of a thug life, whatever. You know, like I listen to this type of music. This is what I
Whenever
grew up
you
on.
and Burger talk to each other, I have
Yeah,
such a good time
my
listening
ghetto,
to you.
my ghetto side starts slipping
Yeah,
out. And I'm like,
I
yo,
love the
bro,
ghetto
hey,
side.
hey, like, because we relate, you know, because it's like the amount of weebs who grew up in the ghetto is surprisingly a lot.
That's
Like,
such a,
damn high.
That's such a funny combination, like weeb and ghetto. Like I love it. I love it.
Well, like it's just I don't know, man. I relate a lot to Burger just because like we kind of grew up in the same situation where it's like we're in a we're growing up in a society in an environment that you're not supposed to like anime. Like that's seen as weak shit. That's like seen as like I don't want to. I can't.
I know what you're saying.
In these certain circles, that's what they would consider. That's fucking gay. That's what they'd say to you. You know, like, well, that's pussy shit. That's gay. Like they would say that to you. It's seen as like weakness. You know, so you don't really. You got to be a closet weeb, like, but an extra step of like, oh yeah, you know, which is so weird because again, you know, nowadays it's like, oh, everyone watches Dragon Ball Z, like that's just normal now. Like fuck, man, I grew up in an era where you can't watch that shit. Like what the fuck? Kids don't know how. Anyway, so let me talk about Soul Child. He's just not really big, but yeah, I was just like, yo, this song, bro, like, yeah. So I clicked on it. I checked him out on Apple Music because I have Apple Music, and I was just like, I just fell in love with his music, and I was like, damn, bro. I clicked on my first ad ever, and it worked.
And it
like,
worked.
I can't believe it. I can't believe.
Literally got him.
Like I can't believe. Because I've been so adamant about like hating ads my entire life because I hate commercials, I hate ads. Never do I look at a commercial. That's not true. Sometimes I look at commercials for like Red Lobster when they have their endless shrimp is back. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's go to Red Lobster, dude. Get some cheddar biscuits. But other than that, like I don't like ads in general, right? Like game ads especially.
That's something else Natai should experience while he's here. The cheddar biscuits at Red Lobster.
Bro, the most.
The fuck's what's Red? Oh, actually, I heard of Red Lobster, but yeah, we don't.
Red Lobster is garbage.
Here.
Red Lobster is garbage. However, the cheddar biscuits are pretty good. But yeah, like, please check out Soul Child. Again, that's SLCHLD on Apple Music, iTunes, whatever.
Which song would you recommend
YouTube.
to?
I really like Holly's Ego.
I'm looking it up right now, by the way.
I will have to check this. I will have to check this out tonight because I like. Is it so? When you say hip hop, is it like old school hip hop, the slow beats?
Yeah. It's like R&B hip hop. Like this is my aesthetic because I'd be listening to like old Usher, like Neo. I fucking love Neo. Craig David. I love Boyz II Men. There was a point in my life where I wanted to be an R&B singer.
Where's the Jodeci love, bro?
Yeah, where's the Jodeci love?
Exactly. Like
every time I close my eyes.
Why do you even know? Why do you guys know? Because it's JoJo's.
JoJo
right.
Part 5. Bro.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. That's right. That's why you guys even fucking know Jodeci. Like
every
what the
time
heck?
I close my eyes,
bro. Like I fuck with Keith Sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like I listened to a lot of '90s and early 2000s hip hop R&B. Because again,
I love the sheer shock of like, why the fuck do you know Jodeci? Why?
Oh, JoJo's.
JoJo's right.
There's a certain type of people that like hip hop R&B, and your skin tone is much too white to be this type of person.
The skin tone is too damn white.
I mean,
I mean that's not to say that white people or people who have light skin tones can't enjoy R&B and hip hop.
I do,
but I'm just saying, in my main circle of people that I know, the only people that like R&B and hip hop are people of darker skin tone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be racist, but
just gonna say,
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Just gonna say, when we get to Otakon and after a few good drinks, I'll be singing along for anything you'll put on the radio, bro. Like,
nice. I should be sure to put on NWA and get you canceled.
Thank you.
I love NWA. Like, so I really want to go to Otakon just so we can hang out. But unfortunately, I've had medical issues, and I don't have like time off anymore because of my medical issues.
There's always next year.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll fly out to Israel or something. I don't know.
You can come be at my place.
Yeah.
We'll go to the Wailing Wall.
I don't
sure, yeah.
I don't know what that is. Is that some?
That's one of the old walls of the
old city.
Oh.
The old city. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to check out this music later, though. It sounds like I might actually be into it.
I'm putting it on later.
Yes, I've made more fans.
Yes.
I've done what the ad wanted.
Later calls John. It fucking sucked.
Oh no.
So I do kind of need to go very, very soon, but there is one thing that Natai wanted to talk about that I really wanted to talk about as well. Fucking Konosuba Season 3. Let's fucking go, boys!
Let's go! After
Yeah.
fucking, how long? Like 2 years or so? So
Yeah.
they're like, oh, there's a project happening.
I don't
Let's
know,
fucking
man.
go!
Do you
Let's
think
go!
Studio Dean is gonna be able to pull it off?
It's not
So it's
Studio
not Studio
Dean.
Dean.
It's Studio
but-
Drive. It's a brand new studio called Studio Drive.
But
Okay, like
that's a big
wait, who's
but.
Studio Drive then?
That's a big but though. They're bringing back a lot of the staff
It
because
is.
as we
Yes.
all know, so
Okay.
the movie was done by production JC staff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But a lot of the staff from Dean came over to the movie to work on it, so that's why it turned out so fucking amazing.
Okay.
As far as I could tell, a lot of that staff also is coming to Studio Drive to handle this production.
Studio
So,
Drive is
training-
also the studio working on the Uzumaki adaptation for this fall.
Let's fucking go! I'm hyped. It's been too long. My
Yeah.
favorite comedy is coming back, and I'm so fucking hyped. It's gonna be great.
So I kind of
There's a lot of shit I wanted to talk about, but we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Alright,
wanna
alright.
hold on.
before that though, I just one more thing, because I need to listen to Natai talk a little bit more. What do you mean driving is fun? Do you not drive in Israel?
No, I didn't have a driver's license till
Recently?
3 weeks ago.
Bro.
Bro.
All right.
Bro.
All right. So, coming from an American car-centric society, I've always driven since I was like 16, right?
Here it's also
And-
very car-centric. Don't get me wrong. I'm just stupid. It took me a while to like get
Oh.
it done. Yeah. We're
So-
very car-centric.
Driving is fun. Who knew? I can relate to that because when I was so it's kind of like this, right? When you're a kid, when you're a little baby kid, your world is only as far as you can walk, right?
Yes.
But then your
or as far
world,
as someone can drive you.
well, your world is what is around you, right? But when you're a
Yeah.
kid and you get a bicycle, for example, your world expands because now you can travel super far.
Okay.
And it's kind of the same thing when you upgrade from like bicycle to like the car, right? Because
you know what's great about
when I
the
got a car, like I started being able to drive like, because I moved up north, but I was able to still drive down south to go meet up with my
But
friends.
you know
and
what?
hang out
You
and
know
stuff.
what's so fucking fun about the car?
The
Fucking
AC.
turning down music up to 11 and
Oh,
just
yeah,
driving.
yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. Like when I was
That's
a
my
teenager,
shit.
I mean, I still do this where I bump music in my car. I love bumping music in general. I love it's what I call cruising, right? I got cruising music. Where it's just like it's just a chill vibe and you just vibing, bro. Like
that
this is
one
just
song
something
comes
I
up
do.
on the playlist and you're like, you're
Yeah,
in
exactly.
there, dude. It's great.
exactly. So I'm very glad that you finally have experienced this. I'm pretty sure a
it's
lot of other people
life-changing.
can relate. Like a lot of people who get cars and stuff can relate to this. Like when you get a car, it's kind of crazy because you just start
It's
vibing.
like it's the most freeing experience you can
Yeah,
get.
when you're
to
able
some
to just
extent.
cruise and just vibe, dude.
Yeah, it's like
It's a
because
fucking mood.
it's also like beyond like the it being a very like liberating tool because you know like my parents' place is like an hour and a half drive from my apartment, but when I went there by bus it would take me like 3.5 hours because public transportation here fucking sucks. So it saves on time, but
Wait
also
till you
it's
see
just
public
very-
transportation in America, my friend.
No,
What
we're not,
public
we're not going
transportation?
there.
Exactly.
Only in DC
But-
is public transportation actually okay.
But well, actually, like so driving and like listen to because for me, if I can listen to music while doing almost about anything, I can do everything. Even if it's like a very fucking annoying task, like I don't mind doing it while listening to music. It like it helps me a lot. So
Yeah,
while driving,
like,
it's like it's so fucking. Oh, I love it.
That's why I find people who don't like music weird. Because if I need to
Everything
do
I do
something-
is with music. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I'm working out or when I'm just like cleaning dishes, I'll fucking bump music. Put
Yeah.
on my headphones, put on my AirPods, turn on my speaker. Like at work, when I'm working by myself on the weekends and stuff, I got a giant speaker at work.
Fucking put
But
an
I
anime
just be
playlist
bumping
on
shit.
and just enjoy
Yeah.
the road. It's great.
Just like I don't. So that to me, that's why I feel that it's super weird when people don't like music. Because I'm like, bro, like what
There
kind
are
of
people like that apparently, but I don't.
what kind of life you live in, man? Music is fucking. But I
Great.
mean, I you know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to enjoy music. If you don't like it, whatever.
To
That's
each his
your own thing. Yeah.
Mm.
But I fucking love music. I love going to concerts. I like just listening. I like vibing to music, bro. Like sometimes you're just in the mood.
Sometimes
You know
just
what I'm saying?
dude, like every time I sit down with my buddies, like we bring in a speaker and we put on music and just like it's fun just to chill to music.
Well, it's because
Yeah.
like I've experienced a lot of like for example, when I was a teenager and stuff, I had a lot of like 2 a.m. moments where I'm just like bumping sad music or something.
Yeah.
Cause like, and I'm just
Yeah,
like smoking a
dude.
cigarette, just like, bro, is this a fucking mood? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
It's the best
listening to,
mood.
like, I love Joji, right? That's to no one's
Mm.
surprise. I've always loved Filthy Frank, and I love what George has turned into with his music career. I love his sad boy music. Again, that's just part of my aesthetic. I like sad music. I like breakup music. I like just music in general like that, right? Like R&B, hip hop, all that. So again, just like with Soul Child, that's my jam, bro. So
That's my jam.
I put on sad music like that sometimes because I'm just in that mood where I'm just like, you know what? I need to hurt real bad right now.
Yeah.
And I just like put it on. I'm just outside smoking, just like, bro. You know, like I don't know why. It's just a mood.
It's a mood. And I love it. I love that. Music's
Or
great.
sometimes where you just vibe. Like I have like right now it's summertime. I have a summertime playlist where I just have like party music going on for like summertime stuff. Like it's just like woo, yeah, just vibing,
Alex,
bro.
Alex, do you want to wrap it up because you need to go to work?
Yeah, I
Oh,
do.
yeah,
I do
shit.
need. Yeah, I do need to go because my actual job is calling me. And actually, they're not actually calling me, but it's. I need to get ready for it. So yeah,
After we're done, though, I need to just send you something, John, to listen to vibe to. But yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right.
I'll go ahead and end this now. So yeah, thank you everyone who stopped by to check us out, to watch us today. I really hope you enjoyed all of our crazy conversations, because we always enjoy bringing this kind of stuff to you. Later this week, I'll be streaming. God, what am I streaming this week? So I'll be doing some Skyrim.
Asmo?
We're doing a Phasmo stream on Friday night. We're still trying to get, I think, a fourth for Friday night. So if you're in our Discord server, I mean, if you want
I'll
to
be
play
your
with,
fourth, bro. I've been playing Phasmo lately.
come
I'll be
on.
the fourth.
I haven't played since the new update, so that's kind of why I wanted to play. But I'll be streaming Skyrim on. Oh, he's gone. Bye. I'll be streaming Skyrim on Wednesday, Fallout New Vegas on Thursday, Phasmo on Friday, and then we're gonna do a really late stream, myself and Soon, on Saturday night into Sunday morning, with Resident Evil 5. So that's what we got coming up for streams.
RE5, bro.
I know the control.
Me
scheme
and my
is
younger
fucking
brother
whack.
got RE, like the pack, right? Like the Resident Evil 4 to 6 pack, and we played through 5 and 6 together, and I gotta say I did not have a good time.
Yeah, the control scheme is it's not good. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I think we got. Let's see, is there anyone we can raid? Yes, there is. I'm gonna go raid Kinda. He's playing Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, man, I thought he was gonna be playing Apex. I was about to ask him if he needs a third.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Thank you everyone, like I said, that stopped by. Hope you enjoyed it, and let's go raid Kinda. Boop. Bye.
That's the rating sound.
Yeah, that's the rating sound. It's fine. That's work. That'll work.
It's Sting. Woo!
Isn't that Ric Flair?